Let's do it. All right. Trump speaks live. Addresses Kamala. Los Angeles press conference, September 13th, 2024. Today's a doubleheader. Tonight, I think he's going to be out there in Las Vegas. Testicles, 1-2-1-2. You already know what it hit for. Answer the poll. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. All right. Now, before we get into what's going on, because Trump ain't gonna be speaking until 12. All right, he's dressing the press. He's holding his press conference. But right now, I want to get back into this thing. Right. The question of the day is: should it be a rematch? Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna happen because honestly, Kamala won't take that chance again. Even though they're saying Trump is saying that he doesn't think a rematch is necessary, a lot of people think that they should have a rematch. But this is the reason why, because the thing was rigged. We find out Shorty was his Kamala's sorority sister. She had every reason in the world to move the goalpost, so to speak. All right, so let's just see what it's really hitting for.
Talked about gun buyback. I got every lie on here. You can see it at the top of the screen. Gun buyback.
Love, good morning.
I'm going to let it roll.
Joanna, salute. Good morning.
Roll the film.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Okay. The moderator didn't fact check her. So we did.
Uh-oh. The moderator wasn't checking. Okay.
I do believe that we need to do buybacks. I support buybacks.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
We want to ban assault weapons. We need an assault weapons ban.
Wow, this is not looking good for us.
We need reasonable gun safety laws in this country, starting with universal background checks and a renewal of the assault weapon ban.
I'm all the way pro-Trump.
I'm also in favor
B.
of the assault weapons ban, of universal background
Why would I want to back up a cackling liar? Huh?
checks, red flag laws. Congress needs to have the courage to act and renew the assault weapons ban.
Know what I'm saying, B? She said she ain't trying to ban guns. Let's just listen to what's being said, okay? Let's listen to what's being said, man. You know what I mean?
Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to do it. I don't need to talk much. Let's put it on display. At the debate, they talked about gun buyback. I got every lie on here. You can see it at the top of the screen. Gun buyback. I'm going to let it roll. Roll the film.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Okay. The moderator didn't fact check her. So we did.
I do believe that we need to do buybacks. I support buybacks.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
We want to ban assault weapons.
Hey, T-Wash Beats. When they say we don't support anybody, he's just as bad as her, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. We've heard all of those things, right? So I don't think that, I mean, once you come to that conclusion, there's nothing else left to talk about, right?
Weapons.
Annie Rambo.
We need an assault weapons ban.
We need reasonable gun safety laws in this country, starting with universal background checks.
I mean, if you can point out a lie that Trump said to me, then I'm willing to listen to it. But this is an obvious lie. She's saying that they're not going to ban guns, but yet this is all she spoke about for the last 4 years.
I had to do it. I don't need to talk much. Let's put it on display. At the debate, they talked about gun buyback. I got every lie on here. You can see it at the top of the screen. Gun buyback. I'm going to let it roll.
Man, listen, men, if your woman is a liar, oh my God.
Roll the film.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Okay. The moderator didn't fact check her. So we did.
I do believe that we need to do buybacks. I support buybacks.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
We want to ban assault weapons. We need an assault weapons ban.
We need reasonable gun safety laws in this country, starting with universal background checks and a renewal of the assault weapon ban. I'm also in favor of the assault weapons ban, of universal background checks, red flag laws. Congress needs to have the courage to act and renew the assault weapons ban. So it's clear that we must renew the assault weapons ban. Let's
Obvious contradictions, obvious lies. I mean, and we got receipts for days. Watch that.
have an assault weapons ban. We need an assault weapons ban. Demanding as we all
Got the receipts. Double tap the screen. All right? Before they start putting this shit in the feed and people start pulling up here. Let them see that we on that Trump train. If you are, type 1. I know it's still early in the game, but let's get it in.
do. Red flag laws, universal background checks,
Tonight at 10, Las Vegas.
and a renewal of the assault weapons ban. We're saying we need reasonable gun safety laws, including universal background checks. And to your point, Chris, a renewal of the assault weapons ban is just the right thing to do. But we still need an assault weapons ban. And yeah, I am radical. I do believe that we need to get radical about what we are doing and take it seriously. My decision is my values have not changed. Let's
Why does she keep fucking laughing? I'm ready to slap her.
Remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president?
Hey, Romeo, I'm about to put your wrench back on. I had to take all the wrenches the other day. They deleted like 500 people off my channel.
President then at the time say there were fine people on each side.
And you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
And even if you're on the left, if you don't see that this is super bad, you know what I'm saying, then you're delusional.
You had people in that group, excuse me, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white
MOMB, salute. Good morning, Major.
nationalists, okay? And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
They're no exception. There was a very contentious committee hearing yesterday when Fairfax County.
And this is when Donald Trump was talking about the former governor. This is him talking about abortions after birth.
Will she allow?
Up to 9 months. And if listen, more than the woman that's going there to get to the chop shop. If you don't know the chop shop, if you've never been in the Bronx, the chop shop is the abortion clinic, right? Now, if there's nothing wrong with the woman going to, get a fucking whole human plucked out of her at 9 months, then the doctor, surely there has to be something wrong with the doctor that will perform that. Imagine you go to school all that time, to do some legit shit, and now you get a chick up in there with a baby, 9 months pregnant, and she wants to have an abortion now.
Allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month?
Come on.
Okay, would you do that? Why don't you ask her that question?
Why don't you answer
That's
the
problem.
question? Would you
because
veto?
Under Roe v.
Answer
Wade,
the question. Would you veto?
You could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th
That's
month,
not true.
and probably after birth. Just look at the former governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said, we put the baby aside and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
Delegate Kathy Tran made her case for lifting restrictions on 3rd trimester abortions, as well as other restrictions now in place. And she was pressed by Republican delegates.
Can ladies, because they don't like when the men speak about this, can you ladies that's in the chat tell people and men, right, in men's language, what's a 3rd trimester birth?
About whether her bill would permit an abortion, even as a woman is essentially dilating, ready to give birth. And she answered that it would permit an abortion at that stage of labor. Do you support her measure and explain her answer?
Yeah, and I wasn't there, Julie, and I certainly can't speak for Delegate Tran, but I would tell you first thing I would say, this is why decisions such as this should be made by providers.
So his ass can't answer a straight question either.
Physicians and the mothers and fathers that are involved. There are, when we talk about 3rd trimester abortions, these are done with the consent of obviously the mother, with the consent of the physicians, more than one physician, by the way. And it's done in cases where there may be severe deformities. There may be a fetus that's non-viable. So in this particular example, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered.
I got to look up what non-viable means because I assume I know what it means, but let's go look up the definition.
The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother.
Wow. So basically, murder. Bring the baby, birth the baby, and then kill the baby. This is sick. This is sick. Look at Officer Tatum's arms. He's just folded up right now. And non-viable means non-capable of living, growing, or developing and functioning successfully. Not saying that the baby is dead, but saying that, yeah, this is not the type of baby I want. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let me go get pregnant again. Fuck that baby.
The infant would be delivered.
I hate to say it that way, but that's the way it sounds to me.
The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother. So
reanimated shit we got going on out here, man. Just hearing this shit should be scaring the fuck out of you.
So I think this was really blown out of proportion. But again, we want the government not to be involved in these types of decisions. We want the decision to be made by the mothers and their providers. And this is why, Julie, that legislators, most of whom are men, by the way, shouldn't be telling a woman what she should and shouldn't be doing.
That's what it sounds like you doing. You know what I'm saying?
With her body.
And do you think multiple physicians should have to weigh in as is currently required? She's trying to lift that requirement.
Well, I think it's always good to get a second opinion and for at least two providers to be involved in that decision, because these decisions shouldn't be taken lightly. And so, you know, I would certainly support more than one provider.
All right, let's go back to the phones now.
Shit's scary, but third lie.
For the governor. We're going to talk now with Mike, who's calling.
We're going to call the abortion facility, and I'm going to tell them I'm pregnant with a 32-week fetus, as you say. Hi, I just turned 32 weeks pregnant. Am I able to come in for an abortion ASAP?
I wouldn't be able to see you till the week of the 23rd, so that would put you at 34 weeks.
Can I still have an abortion at 34 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. I just have to do an intake form. Do you have about 5 minutes?
Sure, I have 5 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
I just found out that she could have Down syndrome. Wow. I can still have the abortion right, even though she has Down syndrome?
Yeah, so we just have to do an intake.
Wow. They got, you know what I'm saying? Dirty Tasha telling from the corner, answering the phones.
It doesn't fucking matter. That's late-term abortion, ma'am. That's an abortion in the 8th month of pregnancy that's discriminatory based on someone's genetic code. She just confirmed she would commit an abortion on me with my child who's viable and can live outside the womb.
They didn't push back on at all. They came out and said there is no state in the union that allows this. I just showed 2 clips. How can they not? How can the moderators?
Don't tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, please. All right, we got 48 votes, 13 likes. Nah, let's get the likes up. Let's get them right up. See Kenny right there. Got to fix your wrench. Yeah, I took all the wrenches off the other day, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? As I see people pull back in, I'll put the wrenches on.
It's not fact-checked this. They actually fact-checked the complete lie. Here's another thing. Governor Tim Walz, babies born alive in botched abortions were left to die. Then he removed the reporting requirements. Facts. All right, let's move on to the defund the police.
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota,
And all of these points they bringing up is showing how she stole every speaking point that this man had.
Where do you stand on defund the police?
Look, right. So here's the thing. Defund the police. The issue behind it is that we need to reimagine how we are creating safety. And when you have many cities that have 1/3 of their entire city budget focused on policing, we know that is not the smart way and the best way or the right way to achieve safety. For too long, the status quo thinking has been you get more safety by putting more cops on the street. Well, that's wrong.
And then also again, what we need to do.
I swear this bitch is on coke. I promise you, man. I just get all the signs.
About taking, demilitarizing our schools, and taking police officers out of schools.
Well, how could she outright just say that she's not with that? This is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Share this video. Do me that big favor. You're on that Trump train, type 1, man, so I could highlight your ones and let them know where the fuck they at, because these people on the left come in here hard. They are some horrible, sunken place motherfuckers, man. Especially the white Karens, you feel me? And the sister that don't know shit, that just feeling some way. Same bitch that probably had 17 abortions. Some of you hoes got graveyards. That's not good. Let's keep it real. You're 19 years old. Your coochie looks like it's fucking 45. For real, for real. You should want motherfuckers to close your coochie up. Y'all need some chastity belts around this joint. The way y'all out here killing motherfuckers. Word, man. I know some girls in the hood and got 6, 7 abortions. You think that shit don't got long-term effects?
Requirements. Facts. All right, let's move on to the defund the police.
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she...
Where do you stand on defund the police?
Look, right. So here's the thing. Defund the police.
Only somebody that gets extremely high don't remember what the fuck they said just yesterday.
The issue behind it is that we need to reimagine how we are creating safety. And when you have many cities that have 1/3 of their entire city budget focused on policing, we know that is not the smart way and the best way or the right way to achieve safety. For too long, the status quo thinking has been you get more safety by putting more cops on the street. Well, that's wrong.
And then also, again, what we need to do about taking, demilitarizing our schools, and taking police officers out of schools.
On that point, Donald
In the bloodbath lie.
Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this
Look at Trump. He's laughing at the shit.
election is not to his liking.
Mexico has taken, over a period of 30 years, 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in our country. Think of it, went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now.
Get shit the fuck out of here.
You think you're going to get that? You're going to not hire Americans and you're going to sell the cars to us? No, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line. And you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it.
I was at the Capitol.
Which is 100% bloodbath refers to the economy. All you got to do is look up the definition of bloodbath. The moderators knew it, but they didn't say anything. They didn't fact check. Why didn't they do that? Let's do it more. January 6th. This woman claimed.
You said it's mad feedback. I'm double playing. If y'all hear feedback, type 1. There's a music playing in the background. Let me turn it off. I didn't realize that. All right, if y'all hear feedback, type number 2. Excuse me.
Claimed that she was there on January 6th. Roll the clip.
On January 6th. I was the vice president-elect. I was also an acting senator. I was there.
Tonight of Kamala Harris. Where were you on January 6th when you were almost...
We don't know if Trump get high. We know that he got shot in his fucking face. We know that. We know they try to take his head off, and we know that Kamala's obviously high.
Hurt or killed by a pipe bomb outside of the DNC? Because you've never spoken of this publicly, and we're kind of confused why you keep implying to people you were at the Capitol when you were not. You were at the Democrat national headquarters there at the DNC in Washington, D.C.
Hi, I'm Tom Grief, former state prosecutor, and
wow, and they act like they don't see all this shit. They acting like they don't see this shit flashing right in front of their face. This is crazy. She was not.
There's a video.
She said that she was there, and she wasn't. They got camera footage of her.
When you were not, you were at the Democrat national headquarters there at the DNC in Washington, D.C.
This is terrible.
Here's a video of her leaving the Capitol building before anything happened that day.
Wow.
This is surveillance video of her leaving the Capitol building before anything happened.
Wow.
How were you there? Fact checkers got this video like we got the video. And they didn't fact check this woman. Project 2025.
Major fail.
Been debunked 1,000 times. She said it on the debate. The moderators didn't say nothing about it.
Nothing.
Going to hear tonight is a detailed and
she said it twice.
dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected to.
My man Trump ain't even flinched. Knew she was dead wrong. Knew they wouldn't check her and all that, but he had it in the bag. And this is not even his best performance.
Again.
The breaking news is Trump has nothing to do with Project 2025. Sure, a lot of us have worked in the admin.
This is the former director of Project 2025, Paul Dance.
And it came together, but this started long before he even announced for president.
If I hear you.
Nothing to do with Project 2025.
Nothing.
They did not fact check. They got the same video I just seen. All right, let's go with the eating the pet thing. This is a big one.
You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific.
Yo, listen, I was in Springfield, Ohio yesterday, and the motherfuckers was out there eating pets, man. I got a video of it.
Claims of pets being harmed.
Double tap the screen, get your likes up real quick. You don't believe me? Ask everybody in the chat. They know where I'm from. I'm 40 minutes away from Springfield, okay? And they out there eating shit and eating pets. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man.
Harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on
Free R. Kelly, Stacey Shaw. I love it, man. But listen, keep the troll shit on my other channel. That's MacMean TSTV. Type that up. Go over there. Okay? Yeah, we got a show over there tomorrow. I'm doing an interview there tomorrow. MacMean TSTV.
Television saying my dog was
interviewing Wax AP.
Taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
But the people
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the city
saying their
manager.
dog was eaten by.
You know what? We getting a lot of liberal bullshit in this chat. I'm about to put it on subscribers only.
The people that went there.
Clark County.
This is a
after they subscribe, let them talk all the shit that they want. But right now, they're gonna have to wipe their feet on the rug because they're not hitting the like button. You gotta hit the like button. You're on YouTube now.
Police, radio, communication about a person calling in regarding Haitians eating these animals. Listen to it.
Communications.
Ma'am, I got a question. This is a non-emergency line, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm sitting here. I'm riding on the trail going to my orientation for my job today. And I see a group of Haitian people. There was about 4 of them. They all had geese in their hand. They got away. I couldn't make out the first 3 of the license plate, but I got the numbers. The last numbers was 9898, and it was a gray Toyota Tacoma that took off on. There was about 4 of them. There was 2 men, 2 women.
Hold up. Let's pause this for a second because they act crazy. They're getting mad. That people in Springfield saying that these motherfuckers are eating their pets. Meanwhile, 3 weeks ago, black woman caught on body cam eating a motherfucking cat in front of everybody. So why is that so hard to believe? And it comes with a police report. Hold on. This woman eating a goddamn cat.
Where's your emergency?
13 Road Court. I'm sorry. I just was watching a live video of my cousin on Facebook, and she's down at her house she killed a cat and is eating it. I need police and medical.
Why do you need medical?
I don't know what she took, what kind of drugs she's on.
So
She's on a live video eating a fucking cat.
So you're saying
Now this is a woman in Canton, Ohio, right? And all this shit happens in Ohio. I used to get it in Ohio. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Ohio woman was arrested after she allegedly killed a cat and began eating the fucking cat in front of her neighbors. They got body cam footage of her. So what do y'all need? Y'all need my footage of seeing these motherfuckers in Springfield eating cats.
Does she have like
I mean ducks.
mental issues or?
Baby, she be doing drugs.
37. That's Indiana.
Drugs, baby. I'm just gonna keep it 100. She's doing drugs.
Next door.
Like I said, I don't know what she has took. I just know I just seen like just right like not like a couple minutes ago on live on Facebook. She was.
Now here she goes.
Right with her and the cat.
She got Heathcliff on the floor. Look at him. She eating Garfield, right? And they got her on Facebook. Now, she could have ate this fucking cat in her house. She came outside.
What did you do?
Well, that's dating.
Why'd you kill the cat?
A lot of people down here in Cincinnati got that 937. I thought it was Indiana. A lot of people in Cincinnati got 937.
Stand up.
She said she killed two kids.
Stand up.
I'm still worried.
Put your hands behind your back. Someone got rubber gloves. She's covered in blood. I bet you got gloves. You got rubber gloves.
That's a fact, Ty Boogie. I got 2 cats and a dog, man. This bitch need to be put under the jail. And not, I'm just saying, we all know that Chinese people eat cats, right? But allegedly, they put seasoning. The videos that I show on this channel so many times of Chinese people eating shit like cats and rats, they normally got them roasted in the window. Everybody that buy that one. Everybody buy that one. But you don't normally see a black woman just eating a cat with no seasoning on it. Come on, man. They even got a bottle of hot sauce.
95.
95.
Got one in custody. Where do you live at?
2255 hours.
Oh man, that man came in hot. Young J1 said maybe it's a black thing. I don't know. Not putting seasoning on shit is definitely not a black thing.
Cuff her up.
Poor Heathcliff on the floor. Don't know what the fuck going on. Imagine how many cans of cat food she fed that cat. Probably broke up with a man or something.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's a lot of units close together around here.
There's a whole lot going on out here, man.
Put a blanket on that back seat first. Yeah, I'll get it. We'll just do everything.
48.
Don't get in the car yet.
48. You contact the caller. Cover. Come open the door for us.
So I'm saying motherfuckers out here eating cats. Do y'all think this is fake news?
So you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, won't be appointed to you.
Damn, I'd be mad as fuck if I was going to jail for eating somebody's cat, man.
State's expense. You have a right to have that attorney present during any questioning. You have a right to
see how they blurred the cat out like a real body. I wonder if they gonna put the chalk around the cat, man. Rest in peace to Heathcliff, but this bitch did her thing on that cat, man. I want to see what they say when they speak to her, man. All right, people tired of seeing people eat cats. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the officer, Tatum. What time is Trump? Okay, Trump ain't up here yet. I'm on right side broadcasting. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. We got Blizzard Man in the building. You know, whole lot of Trump shit going on around here. We real biased around here. I'm tired of seeing these liberals disrespect my people. I got a voice, so I'm going to use it for the worst. All right? Now, like I said, double tap the screen or go up to the top right of your screen, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. Boomyeta. And share this video on Facebook. Maybe somebody wants to see a motherfucking dog get eaten.
I couldn't tell the age because I'm in a hurry going to this orientation, so I don't be late.
What direction did they go?
They went up towards the middle of downtown.
Okay, and what path are you on?
Right now, hold on just a second. I'm coming to the intersection of. Give me a second here. It says Water and Warder Street.
Water and Warder.
The debate is playing in your background while you're talking. It is. The debate is playing in my background. Does anybody else hear feedback? Hold on, let me check on my phone real quick. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see what Blizzard Man talking about. I'm just saying, we all know that Chinese people eat cats, right? I don't hear nothing. Allegedly, they put season and share this video on Facebook. Maybe somebody wants to. Nah, that's you. You got 2 things open, KB. You heard? That's you. That's on your end. You got 2 screens open on the same thing.
Order. Is that the area you saw them?
Yes. It was about 2 minutes back behind me. I was trying to get my phone out and trying to.
Yeah, in the projects in New York, that happened.
Make it to this orientation on time. I'm time crunching here.
Cannibal ass people, Harlem and Splash. Cannibal ass black people.
And I saw that. I'm like, yeah, this has got to be reported.
So how many geese did they have?
They each had 1.
Somebody block J1? I ain't know nobody blocked you, bro. Don't block J1. J1 looks like he's sticking around. So let him say what he gotta say. I put it on subscriber mode, I think. You know what I'm saying? Is it on subscriber mode? Let me know. Because I had to slow down some of this traffic of people that's just coming in here wilding.
Now the Toyota Tacoma did look like a newer model.
Is that for calling it?
All right, so that's a 911 call. Here's a citizen at the city council talking about.
They're running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They flipping cars in the middle of the street. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. And I don't know how, y'all can be comfortable with this. I don't know, who's getting paid from it.
What did now my man went out there and did an interview. Oh, look, they showing a girl eating it. I just showed this shit. They showing Officer Tatum. Salute to Officer Tatum. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
Here's a video that people are alleging this is one of these migrants in this apartment complex.
Yeah, as long as nobody's disrespectful in the chat, let them breathe, man. They could, if they on the left and they being respectful, they can say whatever they want, as long as they not getting vile and violent.
Like eating a cat right here.
Why'd you kill the cat?
Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
And let me be clear, this is not about race.
Chinese people like perfectly good meat going to waste.
This is about people being given the privilege of coming here from another country and having no respect for our people, our
Thank you, Iron Bull.
land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti, angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth.
Now let's talk about fracking.
Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban fracking.
Oh, this is the worst one.
Now you don't. You wanted mandatory government buyback.
I don't know, because a lot of y'all hear the word fracking, right, and don't really understand what fracking means. Fracking is not actually when you go get a condom and then you know what I'm saying, like some other stuff and you turn the music down. Fracking is not that. Fracking is the process of drilling holes into the earth and spraying some shit, some chemicals and shit down there in order to make the oil come out. You know what I'm saying? Totally against it before. Now check this out.
Programs for assault weapons. Now your campaign says you don't. You supported decriminalizing border crossings. Now you're taking a harder line. I know you say that your values have not changed. So then why have so many of your policy positions changed?
So my values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So,
oh God.
Yes. And
this shit
the Biden administration finally agreed.
Don't get no worse than that. Hold on. You think it don't get no worse? It's about to get nasty. Watch this. I got some. No.
Starting with what we can do on day one around public lands, right? And then there has to be legislation. But yes, and this is something I've taken on in California. I have a history of.
He stole Candace Owens' channel. We're gonna talk about that later.
Working on this issue, and to your point, and you know that we have to just acknowledge that the residual impact of fracking is enormous in terms of the impact on the health and safety of communities. Yeah. So thank you.
So would you ban offshore drilling?
Yes, and I've again worked on that.
Drilling and fracking goes hand in hand, by the way, y'all.
They didn't fact check none of this. They let this go on and on and on and on. And it's just 9 of them. I'm sure there's a ton more. It was a travesty to watch people that claim to moderate for the American people, and they could not be honest to save their lives. I just show all the lies. And I may just upload this as a video. You can just share it without me even doing commentary.
Now look. Some of y'all might, find it shocking to think that New Yorkers is getting the fuck about New York. But guess what? California is over with. California is done. New York, baby, it's over, baby. Look at this. More migrants for you, puñetas. Keep your ass in New York if you want. I would say, Crips and Bloods, get active.
All tonight confirming that it's opening another migrant shelter.
Despite months of protests, furniture and other items are being placed at the location in
to start a war in New York City, I'm telling you.
Riverdale.
Another day and another shelter seemingly pops up out of nowhere. But while residents might be upset, the building, like many of the city's shelters, wasn't being used for anything and will now get people off the street. However, prominent critics are now saying the flow of asylum seekers is too much and may force people to leave town. But is that really true, or could there be another reason, any reason at all, for why folks might want to leave New York City?
For months now, residents have been conflicted by the city's plans to bring migrants into their community.
We're worried about, how it's going to affect the neighborhood.
I don't know who they are. I don't know where they're coming from.
Police are trying to tackle the rapidly escalating violent crime among Venezuelan gang members in the city who have gotten into New York.
The NYPD says Tren de Aragua has been making it over the border with the migrant influx and is getting established in New York.
For the past 10 minutes, I've been surrounded.
Yo, let me tell you something, right? They not locking these Venezuelan motherfuckers up in New York. What make you think they're going to slap the cuffs on some Bloods and Crips, man? Get active.
Olivia Reingold posted video.
You got nothing to lose, because in a second, listen, I know some of you motherfuckers is comfortable in them bummy-ass projects. For real. Anytime I go to New York, especially when I go over there in Webster, there's rats crawling up the buildings in Webster. Yet these motherfucking gangbangers is on YouTube talking about what the fuck they did in 1980s. Meanwhile, life is happening right now. Your kids is all fucked up. Your kids is getting, oh man. Just escape from New York City, man.
She was surrounded while covering the protests.
I'm staying. I welcome here.
There were 3 arrests as protesters fought with the NYPD.
Multiple arrests.
They ain't walking around the street. They ain't got nowhere to go.
Arrests tonight following a pro-Palestinian demonstration and march, which was supposed to happen.
Stinking, eating, you know what I'm saying? And the second, they gonna clean up the rat situation in New York. I'm telling you. And I ain't talking about the snitches. I'm talking about the literal rats. Motherfuckers gonna be eating rats on.
And inside Grand Central Terminal, the NYPD was ready and set up barricades, blocked off entrances, and also established checkpoints.
A lot of people have the impression that a bunch of criminals are moving in. I mean, that's really what a lot of people think. And the city has done nothing to ease their concern.
This is my son.
In case you idiots don't know, right? Let me make you aware, right? In each state, they have a certain amount of electoral votes. Some states got more than others. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do something real quick for you punyatas, right? Let me just break something down real quick, because it's going to be like, sometimes I don't have the patience that some of these older white gentlemen have. So I'm going to let some older white gentlemen hopefully explain this shit to y'all, all right? Electoral map, right? All right, electoral map. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I put each state's electoral count. How many do you get? Okay. Now, let's just say you have 3 million people in your state. They vote, you get this amount of electoral votes. Alabama has 9. Alaska has 3. Probably has the least amount. Alaska and DC, Montana, North Dakota, unimportant states. You know the states that's big? Texas. Texas has 38 electoral votes. Pennsylvania has 20. Ohio has 18. New York got 29. So you see how you can win 5 states and be up ahead of this shit, man? Look at this. California has 50 fucking 5. 55, bro. Jesus. Wow, man. Illinois has 20. Florida has 29. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I see you, man. I'm about to throw your wrench back on there. I took all them shits off yesterday because we had an op in the house, man. We had to clean the house up real quick. I found out who it was. Blocking everybody. Blocked all my people in here. Just doing devil's work, Georgia has 16. Hawaii has 4. Idaho has 4. Iowa has 6. Kansas has 6. You can win 20 of them states. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. California, I never knew that, man. This is something, I didn't even realize that. Look at this right here, y'all. California has 55 electoral votes. That shit is uncanny. Jesus, man. Too big to rig. Too big to rig. Oh, let me put this on real quick. Mac main. Double tap the screen, get the lights up real fast. So that's how they get that's how they get those numbers, y'all. Sorry. Back to New York, man. Escape from New York, man. Y'all just doing devil's work in New York. Excuse me. All right, here you go. Sorry, y'all.
Street vendors along Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights, Queens. Officers were seen confiscating merchandise. Some of the goods are reportedly stolen.
So that's a video of a recent raid in one of the city's open-air theft markets. And this market, it's in Queens. It reappears sometimes just hours after the police leave, and it's there pretty much year-round. Now, it's important to understand that over 200,000 people have come to New York seeking asylum, and most of them did not come here to steal things from CVS or Home Depot. Yet a small minority have chosen to pursue a life of crime instead of the American dream, sometimes selling things in front of the very stores they steal from. Now, in this raid, officers confiscated a variety of merchandise, jewelry, power tools from Home Depot of all places. If you go to Home Depot now, you're going to notice that those are all locked up. But there's another issue. You don't just have people selling stuff on the street corners in Manhattan. This theft market, it's by a residential neighborhood where you have people, families, children, school.
Fuck New York up. Seeing the details of those bills may be.
And if you live somewhere and then within 1 year the neighborhood completely changes, and it changes in a manner that is technically against the law, that might hurt your ability to live there the same way that you used to, and that's what the former governor was talking about. But even though crime is a big issue for many people, he mentions that the asylum seekers are just doing what anyone would do in an unfamiliar environment, which of course is no excuse for criminal behavior, but he does point out that certain levels of crime tolerated.
All right, we split up 261 votes. Well, we need a rematch debate. Yo, it's even. It's split, even Steven. Most people, I mean, it's okay. Well, that might not be a good question. All right. So here, we'll go with the stock question. All right. Defund police or nah? I'm telling you, man, gangs better get active, man. The police turning a blind eye. There's some states you can go to and do all the crime you want, my boy. You can do all the petty shit you want. As long as it's under like $1,000, you Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So you could be a bum ass nigga in a lot of different places, man. If you get, you get up out there. But I would suggest you gangbangers get active, man. Nobody knows city better than y'all. Right now is the time to become the heroes. Don't y'all know that Che Guevara and Osama bin Laden and all them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers was heroes to some people. Why? Because they made the right type of noise and the government got behind them. Y'all think the government wasn't giving Osama bin Laden mad guns, bombs, military equipment to fight Russia? Come on, man. Double tap screen. Let's get the lights up, y'all. Let's get with the programmer. All right? Let's get them likes to 100 real quick. Come on, man. Osama was a fucking hero to the Americans when they needed him. When they was using Osama, oh yeah, he was good money. Good boy. Why did they use Osama? Because they had a fucking war in his backyard. He knew the layout of the land. It's like the Crips and Bloods. You think they don't know these projects? These downtown strips, niggas been out here. Man, some of these Crip and Blood niggas, they started out young. Feel me? In New York, them niggas was on the train dancing, doing the Harlem Shake and shit, you know what I mean? They know every crevice of the city. They know the programs. Your mother been going to welfare since you was young. You know what I mean? Straight up. But sitting up in them rat-infested projects on Facebook and Instagram and all this other shit trying to look fly in the corner somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Why these motherfuckers taking over your city. They're taking over your city now. I don't promote gang shit, you know what I'm saying? But I do promote motherfuckers being smart. And I know that a lot of gangs, if you think about it, started out as political activists. They was against some shit. Find something to go against, you know what I mean? And maybe y'all could change up what you got going on, but you're going to have to organize somehow. Trust me. Running the alcohol and you know what I'm saying, and drugs and all that shit, and sex and all this other shit y'all distracted in. I'm telling you, man. And yeah, sex. You want to know why I say sex? Because if y'all think that there ain't a sex demon running rampant in United States and got these motherfuckers distracted, you must be out your mind, man. If y'all think that they ain't trying to turn music straight up gay and turn this shit weird in schools, you know what I mean? Take the power out of the parents' hands, then you must be out of your fucking mind. That's what I'm scared of. It ain't, it seems like more people on the left is just against Trump as opposed to being against the reality of what they trying to set for y'all, man. Real talk, man. Especially just Tim Walz, man. That motherfucker scares the fuck out of me. That ass. JD Walz is a good pick. I mean, JD Vance. Tim Walz, no Walz, aka Tampon Tim. Nah. That man scares the flying fuck out of me. I'm telling you, man. All hip hop. All hip hop. All hip hop will be like this. And I had to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Ming.
The city do have a negative effect on people's neighborhoods and their existence. And he goes on to say that once you allow certain levels of low-level crime to exist all the time, it alienates the people who live in those parts of town where this crime exists. But is he right about that? And if he is this enough of a problem that's going to actually cause people to leave the city? Or is this just another example of a former governor backseat driving?
This is the byproduct of bringing thousands of people to a city and telling them they cannot work. This is what we're seeing.
Quality of life issues are nothing.
Yeah, Eric Adams is saying it very. If y'all don't know who that is, that's the cat that runs New York City. Check it out. He's saying that this shit is about to be a war zone.
New in this part of Jackson.
So Mayor Adams, who is in the proverbial driver's seat of the city itself, says that this isn't something all asylum seekers do. But crime, like what we're witnessing in these news reports, is something that should be expected when the city tries to house 65,000 people who can't work and just have to stay home all day. But the former governor has also remarked that this type of crime creates a climate of aggressive intimidation in middle-class neighborhoods predominantly made up of immigrants. But this raises two big questions. First,
Boyo show in the building, and that's a whole fact. Boyo, that's a whole fact. Because trust me, if you don't believe that some organizations are sitting back and talking, you know, and you don't think that these borders, you know how many militia groups is down at them borders. There's a lot of people that's popping up missing, man. You know what I'm saying? From all over the world. They go to Mexico, they try to get up in here, and then they meet the wrong kind. They meet the wrong kind. And trust me, there's some Americans that got their shit together. You feel me? Your gangs better wake up.
First, do we even have enough police to stop all of this crime that we're seeing? And two, how many people have...
Tell you something. As soon as they unite and they get a little organized, you know what they're going to do? They're going to say that we got to get rid of anybody that could possibly fuck this up. Because you want to know what it's going to be? They're going to open up neighborhoods. You think Washington Heights? Well, look at Washington Heights. Washington Heights doing way better than Fordham Road. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to go to Washington Heights. All you seen was a bunch of Dominicans. No disrespect to the Dominicans, because those were my niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Wearing shoes, no socks, jerry curls, and they got their shit together. And right now, Washington Heights is one of the most expensive places you could go fucking live. They did it the right way, though. They didn't come out here. Well, I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. Niggas slinging mad coke on Broadway. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Coke, weed. That's the first sour diesel I ever smoked was from up there. But anyway, I'm digressing. Some people do it the right way, you know what I mean? And other people do it the way the Venezuelans is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Wilding the fuck out.
Actually left the city over the last year. Is this really happening, or is this something else?
When these raids happen, it does spook some of these vendors, so they stop selling for a day or two, but then once things cool down, they see police leave the area. Well, they come back out here and set back up. So this is
a problem, because while the NYPD can come in and basically sweep the street clean and get all the vendors to leave, they just end up coming back because there is not a permanent police presence where they're...
Why I got it on subscriber mode only is because they don't want to hit the like button. Well, so hit the like button. Double tap the screen, hit the likes. Sometimes you got to remind them. You know, they're so used to stealing, you know. Double tap screen. Once the lights get up to 100, then I'll take it off of subscriber mode.
Is a permanent outdoor theft market. And after the vendors come back, there's another temporary crackdown, and it just creates this big cycle where you've got crime and crackdowns and more crime and more crackdowns. Residents, they don't want to deal with this. They just want to live in peace. Now, to many people, the idea of moving to New York right now when they have no economic reason for doing so makes absolutely zero sense, especially when you look at how there's a massive police presence in Central Park and a massive police presence on our public transportation networks. And according to recent census data, New York City's population has indeed shrunk by almost 80,000 residents. Now, the 2024 numbers, those aren't out yet, so we can't see yet if there was a population increase or decrease.
Yo, Venezuela, did you do your video last night, man? I was waiting for that shit. I think you fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? I think Vinny fell asleep.
Over the last year. But one thing's for sure, the apartment vacancy rate here, that tells a different story, because right now it's...
You have a refugee Venezuelan in the chat that wants to hit the link. He knows how to speak English too, y'all.
1.4% of all apartments in the city actually being available to rent. This is the lowest number of available apartments the city's had in the last 50 years, which means we're experiencing a housing crunch at a time when people are leaving.
I'm scared of those Venezuelans. Trust me.
But the interesting thing about the recent census numbers is that according to city officials, overall population...
Wayne said they get it together. When they get it together, man, the city's over. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You think that shit's Mexican now? It's going to be Venezuela.
Levels have been declining for the last few
Hello, Brian.
years. In 2022, the city lost 126,000 residents and 278,000 residents left in 2021, which means every year for longer than the asylum crisis has been going on, this city has been losing residents, which many people say reveals that New
Venezuela Reyes, this is not a debate today. You know what I'm saying? Tonight is a debate. But today, right now, it's not. Because we're about to listen to Trump speak in a few minutes. He's about to tell you everything that you need to hear, so you don't have to hear it secondhand from my mouth. No freaky. Now let's double tap the screen, get the likes up. Once we get to 100 likes, y'all let me know in the chat so I can take it off of subscriber mode, or one of the managing mods take it off of subscriber mode.
New York City has so many problems, there are reasons for people to leave that have existed for quite some time. The cost of living in a 100-year-old box apartment is skyrocketing. Most people can't afford it. And even the prices of basic groceries are through the roof here compared to everywhere else. But now there's a new problem threatening the existence of our city in a way that it's never been threatened before. And critics say the recent problems we're having with guns and gangs could change how many people feel about trying to stay here.
Can anybody say ghost guns?
Why did no one tell American drivers about this new...
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is 3D printing guns. These motherfuckers is in Queens. Oh, forget it.
So we know that crime is a problem in many different parts of the city. We've got crime in our stores, we've got crime on our streets, we've got crime in our subways, we've even got crime in Central Park. But the one place where we've got crime that we never really had it before is inside the very shelters that are supposed to be helping people get back on their feet. Shelters like the Row Hotel, a former luxury hotel right here in Midtown that now houses asylum seekers. But it's not the asylum seekers who this shelter was created for that are the problem. No, it's the people that have snuck into facilities like this.
All type of voodoo, all type of shit going on down there, man. It's got to be nasty. It's got to be nasty. All right, let's get to Trump speaking. All right, I think that he's getting ready to take the stage. Oh man, terrible days. Terrible days. Double tap screen, get the likes up, you puñeta. Most of y'all can't afford to live here. You need at least $3,600 per month. Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it, sir. I agree. You can't afford to live there. Not especially think about it, right? You need $3,600 a month, right? That means that you got to be making at least 5 bandos. You got to be at least making like 5 bandos. You living somewhere else, it might take you $2,000. And that other $1,600 go in your pocket. That other whatever you got left goes in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? That's really not good management of time, life, strategy, logistics is all off, especially if you got a family. Get the fuck out of New York.
Mainstream media for so many years, and to know inside my heart of hearts that I was conservative, you know, as a believer, as a Christian, and I really couldn't speak about that as much because you most likely would lose your job, right? Well, to be able to be set free of the mainstream media and to be able to work in conservative media like many do now, it's just quite awesome. And I know that's...
But living in New York, Jesse, this is normal. This is normal. You feel me? Like, only in New York. It's different.
Same story for many that work here at Right Side Broadcasting Network, but also there are many people, not many, there's a percentage of people...
I say other places not expensive like that. I'm just saying it's ridiculous for the amount of space.
In mainstream that I believe are conservatives as well, but that's where their bread and butter, their money is right now. They're getting paid, so it's kind of they're in this conflict.
You know, I used to feel every month paying $2,700 for a 1-bedroom in the Bronx. Robbed.
Do I jump ship and jump over to conservative media? Well, I did. So I'm glad Bobby McNeely did as well, and other people out there. So Tax Network USA, a great sponsor as well as we wait for President Trump there. 800-357-1415. If you missed any of the tax filing.
You would have to tell me who y'all is, because I would assume that that union plumber worker is not a Venezuelan refugee, right? Making $38 an hour. And the nurses that's making $42 a month is not a refugee. And we're not going to put it on Venezuela. A refugee from anywhere. Y'all illegal motherfuckers is fucking the country up. Sounds like you're speaking for the legals. You're speaking for the legals. Brother, I live in Kentucky and I basically work to feed my family and not steak. It's crazy, brother. Yeah, the prices that we paying, and I shop in Kentucky. And what's so crazy is I go to Kentucky to shop because it's cheaper. I'm in Kentucky at least three times a week. So yeah, they act like they don't see that they live in that it's hard living.
Season from April or even from years past. This is nice to put back into the forefront of your mind.
Once the likes get to 100, we're going to take it off subscriber mode and let the chat go crazy.
I say 800-357-1415. A patriotic company, and they'll work with you to get everything lined back up for you, get all the ducks back in a row. It's just nice to have a little bit of financial peace and freedom with a company like that, Tax Network USA. You see that information there on your screen, 800-357-1415. And for those of you out there that may be looking for work or looking for a job.
40% of union workers are non-Americans. I mean, 40% of America is non-Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's a struggle, right? Well, just know this: keep going, keep praying, keep working hard. Trust me, it works.
I understand in different countries, but look at what America is comprised of. You're an American from Venezuela. I'm American from Cambodia. You feel me? You get where I'm coming from?
No, it's not an easy thing. And there's a number.
Yeah, those numbers be rigged, my nigga.
Of other topics we can dive into, but maybe that's for another time. But just keep.
Yo, listen, North Carolina is no joke neither, because my kid, one of my sons, is in Mecklenburg County. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte. And it's super expensive.
It's ongoing, as President Trump does. He's showed the world. He showed us.
If you're paying $1,000 rent, man, God bless your heart.
On J13, he said,
you got to be very lucky to get this. I'm a lucky motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Fight. Well, boy,
I position myself the right way.
Is he doing that for us? And we're all there with him. You remember in Michigan, Grand Rapids, just the week after the situation in Butler, I was there live in Grand Rapids. And thankful to be there 7 days after the event, outside a arena in Grand Rapids, and everybody was excited to be there. Everybody was passionate. Everybody was yelling, fight, fight, fight. Everybody was yelling, USA, USA.
I'm going to stop this for a second because I want to show y'all something, right? And this is why I don't be fucking with these people. This part of the show is called "This is why I don't be fucking with these people." And by these people, I mean black. I mean used people. I mean Kamala Harris. That's what I meant to say. Okay. I was about to hit the like button on this shit. I just naturally just hit the like button on everything. Okay. And that's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to double tap the screen, get the likes up. Now look at this cackling woman. And this is coming right off her channel, man. Hopefully she don't strike me.
Well, he has a different plan.
Man, let me see. Let me get this off another channel. Yeah, let me get this from somewhere else, because it just feel like I'm setting myself up. Rally in North Carolina with Bryce. This just happened, so let me filter it out for last hour. Nope, it didn't do it. Okay, there. Trump had disagree on having boom. All right, Black Star Network. All right, this is black enough for me. You know, 16 more likes, and then we can take this shit off of subscriber mode only. so everybody could get in the chat and tell me to fuck off. Because I know some of these liberals is in the chat like just punching at the air, you know? Punching at the air. And I don't want you to subscribe if you're not coming back to the channel. I just do that just for as a measure to get the likes up. This broad can't speak for more than 10 minutes, y'all. More than 10 minutes. Trump be up there for an hour.
Are we going to do this, North Carolina?
Hey, yo, y'all seen she came out with her sneakers on? Hey, yo, this is crazy. Yo, she had them Steve McQueens on. Hold on. Try to look young. Look what she got on her feet, y'all. This shit bugged me out when I seen this shit. Yesterday. Look at that. Hey, yo. Look at our president. Them Arabs gonna laugh this bitch out of office. I'm telling you, man, they might send one right at us if we let her up in there. We let this cackling fool up in to run our White House. We let this cackling fool up in there to run our White House. They gonna send one of them things over here. Oh, trust me. But they gonna send somebody over here to blow themselves up. You hear the beat in the background? It's like MC Light up there. Oh my God. Why is she always happy, man? That cocaine is a hell of a drug, man. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you telling me that this broad ain't getting fluffy. She definitely getting fluffy. Look at that smile. Oh my God. I've never met a bitch so happy. Hey, look, I have not had a conversation about this woman before this election. We had her marked out. Nobody even gave a fuck about her. You know what I'm saying? She got beat by some other motherfuckers. This chick was not even an option. The Democrats don't even like her. They still scratching their head like, yo, Joe, what the fuck? Oh, man, that coke is hit, bro. She feeling fabulous right now. You know what I'm saying? She's feeling fabulous. No disrespect to her, man. Get your party on, baby. Get this cackling fool up out that office, y'all. Let me see what she's talking about. Feels great, right? Come on, guys. Come on. That's how she sounded to me. Right? Right? Feels great, right? Do you feel it in the air? What's that, Kamala? Everybody's gay. Just happy, right? Shit scares the fuck out of me. Then she running with a dude named Tampon Tim, a.k.a. No Walls. And we ain't talking about the walls for the immigrants. We talking about the other walls.
Okay. All right.
All right. All right. Okay. I told you. Okay. All right. All right. Y'all better hope I don't channel this bitch. Okay.
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 All right.
Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
We got some work to do.
We got some work to do, guys. Come on.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's go up there for 12 minutes. That's her rally. She got all these people over here, these kids coming from different states. She's spending all of that fucking sponsor money. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay.
Are we going to do this, North Carolina?
Are we going to do it? Yo, for an extra $100, just go louder.
It is so wonderful.
Look, motherfuckers got up out of here. They like, I do not want to see this cackling hyena.
Wonderful to be back in Charlotte. I want to thank you all. Can we give it up for Stacy for telling her incredible story?
Okay. All right. Okay.
And can we please thank that incredible Anthony Hamilton for his incredible performance?
Damn, I wonder how much he got paid for that.
I love Anthony Hamilton. And it is so good. I love you back. I love you back. Thank you. And we have so many outstanding leaders here today, including my
Protect the children, y'all.
friend, Governor Roy Cooper, and your next Governor, Attorney General Josh Stein. And here with us is your next Attorney General, Congressman Jeff Jackson.
Oh my God. How much did they pay? I mean, I get another email up from Kamala Harris. If I get another text on my Instagram, any of that, and I know all of y'all getting it too. Y'all wondering, how the fuck is Kamala Harris texting me, right? She got the bread.
Mayor Lyles, my dear friend, the Council of State candidates, and all the leaders who are with us today. I thank you all, everyone here for taking the time and doing the work you are doing. Thank you.
You got a channel, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. If you have a channel, share this video on your channel as a post. It don't hurt, especially if you're not doing no lives and doing videos. Share this to your Facebook. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. I don't know if we got the 100 yet, but I'm gonna go check because I'm gonna take it off subscribe mode. That's why the numbers is low. I'm gonna keep it real. You gotta let them in so they can talk. All right, because there's a lot of people in the bushes. Misunderstood in the building. I got messages from the Republican candidates, thankfully.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So here's the thing. Okay, we got a lot of work to do.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
We got a lot.
All right. Okay. Tell me how many times y'all hear that. Okay. All right.
Are doing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So here's the thing. Okay, we got a lot of work to do. Okay. So North Carolina, you probably know. Please.
7 more likes. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I love this shit.
Thank you. All right.
Okay. Come on, girl.
All right. So here's the thing. Okay, we got a lot of work to do. Okay. So North Carolina, you probably know. Please have a seat if you have a chair. 2 nights ago, Donald Trump and I had our first debate.
All right, give me 1 second, man. I can't see myself. Give me 1 second. 1 quick second. Let me refresh my screen. Don't go nowhere. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm back. So we had our first debate yesterday. My bad. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm sorry.
If you have a chair. 2 nights ago, Donald Trump and I had our first debate. And I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate. Because
man, this is so controlled. You see how the applause cuts? So it's weird. It's like a studio audience. I cannot be making this up. I cannot just be this pro-Trump. It's in our face.
And I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate. Because this election and what is at stake could not be more important. On Tuesday night, I talked about issues that I know matter to families across America.
People in the crowd texting their peoples.
Like bringing down
McDonald's or Wendy's.
The cost of living, investing in America's small businesses, protecting reproductive freedom, and keeping our nation safe and secure. But that's not what we heard from Donald Trump. Instead, it was the same old show. That same tired playbook that we've heard for years, with no plans for how he would address the needs of the American people, because you know it's all about him, it's not about you. Well, folks, I said it then, I say it now. It's time to turn the page.
I never seen one candidate ever run on just, we hate the other guy. Look at the other guy.
Turn that page. Turn that page.
Shame on these people in the crowd.
Because to your point, America is ready for a new way forward. We are ready for a new generation of leadership that is optimistic about what we can do together. That is why Democrats, Republicans, and independents are supporting our campaign. Over 200 people who worked for President George H.W. Bush, President George W. Bush, John McCain, and Mitt Romney have endorsed me for president.
Yeah, so, and Democrats are turning Republican by the shitload every day.
Former Vice President Dick Cheney and Congresswoman Liz Cheney are supporting me as well. Because, as they said, we have a duty as citizens to put country above partisanship and defend.
Literally speaks for about 14, 15 minutes.
Our Constitution. And that is my pledge to you.
We got 94 likes on the board. Double tap the screen. Once we get 100, we're going to open up this chat and listen to Trump speak.
I will always put country above party, and I will be a president for all Americans. And while Donald Trump is trying to pull our nation backward, we are fighting for the future. A future with affordable child care, paid leave, and affordable health care. A future where we build what I call an opportunity economy so every American has an opportunity.
Captain Obvious, hustle, salute. Let's put y'all wrenches back on. Anybody else in there that don't got a wrench that's supposed to have a wrench, type the threes. A bunch of threes so I can see it. You know what I'm saying? We got the 100 likes. We about to open up the chat.
To own a home, to build wealth, to start.
I had to thin the chat out earlier, man, because we get a lot of spammers and shit like that. And I had to reset the wrenches because we had an op in there doing op shit. Doing their normal devil routine per usual. So we have to give them some water, you know, because that's how you put fire out. With that good agua.
And, you know, I talked about it the other night. I love our small businesses. I really do. I love our small businesses. And there are many of whom are here. and the thing about our small businesses is they are, you know, so first of all, my mother worked very hard, and there was a lady who helped raise us, who was a second mother to us, Miss Shelton, and she was a small business owner. And I grew up then understanding who our small business owners are. They're leaders in the community. They're civic leaders. They hire locally. They mentor. They're part of the fabric of the community. And I know they are the backbone of America's economy.
Watch the chat go crazy.
So my plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses. Because, you know, not everybody started out with $400 million on a silver platter and then filed for bankruptcy 6 times. But a whole lot of people have the ingenuity, the entrepreneurship, the work
Fling that black shit around conveniently, huh?
ethic, and the ambition to do that kind of work, and just need to be seen and supported for what they are and what they do for all of us. An opportunity.
This cackling whore right here is going to kill our country, man. Crips and Bloods, unite.
The economy. We need to build more housing in America. And so we are going to cut red tape and work with the private sector to build 3 million new homes by the end of my first term.
Bitch, you ain't do nothing in the last 4 years. Shut the hell up.
I have a plan to lower the cost of living for America's families on everything from healthcare to groceries. Under my plan, more than 100 million Americans will get a tax break, and thousands of dollars of your hard-earned money will go back into your pockets, including $6,000 during the first year of
Bitch is lying.
a child's life.
So we got to go out and have babies, or not have babies. The first 6 years. What the?
Including $6,000 during the first year of a child's life.
I was gonna be having babies by the boatload.
And I will always put middle class and working families first. I grew up a middle class kid. I was raised by a hardworking mother who saved up, and by the time I was a teenager, she was able to afford to buy our first home. I understand how people work hard and have dreams and aspirations for their children and need to be put first. Understanding, again, when the middle class is strong, America is strong. America is strong. But Donald Trump, well, he has a different plan. Just Google Project 2025.
Now here we go. We just debunked that a couple of minutes ago.
It is a detailed and dangerous blueprint for what he will do if he is elected president.
And she's not supposed to be saying it, and yet she's still going.
Donald Trump will give billionaires and big corporations massive tax cuts and cut corporate taxes by over $1 trillion, even as they pull in record profits. He will add more than $5 trillion to the national debt. He intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. And he wants to impose what is in effect a national sales tax. I call it a Trump sales tax, because it will be a tax on everyday basic necessities, which the economists have measured will cost the average family nearly $4,000 more a year. And the top economists, they've previewed our plans. They've reviewed them. Goldman Sachs says my plan would grow our economy and his plan would shrink it. Sixteen Nobel Prize-winning economists say he would reignite inflation, and Moody's says he would ignite a recession by the middle of next year. You know, he talks a big talk, but when folks...
Press conference is about to start any minute.
Highly respected folks, that's what you learn.
Lying ass witch. You know what I'm saying? cokehead witch.
About him. That's what you learn. And North Carolina, on top of all of
Do nothing but attack the Trump. You know what I'm saying? Talk about cases that he don't got. Lying, Project 2025. The list just keeps going on.
this, Donald Trump intends
Everybody in that audience is paid off to be there.
to end the Affordable Care Act. And as Stacey mentioned, you heard what he said in the debate. He has no plan to replace it. He said concepts of a plan. Oh, you all watched the debate. Concepts. No actual plan, concepts. And understand what's at stake on that.
She definitely drank a lot of wine in her life.
35 million Americans are insured through the Affordable Care Act. And he's going to end it based on a concept.
Is that the microphone area she got on again?
And take us back to when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. Well, we are not going back. We're not going back.
We're not going back to where? Back to having money in our pocket and being able to take care of gas. Now, listen, man, you at the gas station making a life decision. Crime is up crazy. You got your gun in your hand while you juicing up your car. You know what I'm saying?
We will move forward. We will move forward because ours is a fight for the future and it is a fight for freedom.
Like looking at an episode of The Boys. This shit is real life though.
Like the fundamental freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government.
Look at her. Don't this shit scares the fuck out of y'all?
Tell her what to do. And we know how we got to this issue because Donald Trump handpicked 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe versus Wade, and they did as he intended.
Is that really a fake background, y'all? Can y'all start looking at this background now?
And now, in over 20 states in our nation, they have what I call Trump abortion bans, including North Carolina.
The little girls is taking selfies, texting people. I promise you. Look at the top left. Look at the top.
Bans, including North Carolina and every single state in the South except Virginia. Think about that. Every single state in the South except Virginia. Now, 1 in 3 women in America lives under a Trump abortion ban. Many with no exceptions even for rape and incest. It is immoral. It is immoral. And I know we all here understand and agree.
Sonia, you're misinformed, okay? All right, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, y'all.
Does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government should not be telling her what to do with her body.
The government shouldn't be telling her what to do with her body. So I will.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
Hemorrhoids. They burn.
I ain't gonna do that to y'all right now. All right, let's take a quick break, right? Let's get a 30-second break here. My name Mac Mean, true story. All stories ain't true, but this one is, right? I do need you motherfuckers to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Looks like Trump is about to speak.
Right now, it's the hospitality, gaming, and also the hotel business industry that's also run by unions. And this is where President Trump really emphasizes no tax on tips. And the reason why, it's because I spoke to a bartender yesterday. He said his wife works for MGM Casino. She said it makes a difference in terms of base pay, that she makes $200 a week, and that's not including tips. Now she's trying to tell all her coworkers that who are in the union that she's going to make $900 a week with no tax on tips. And this is significant, especially for families that are struggling right now under Biden and Harris, that there's going to be more money in your pocket. And this is because President Trump is all about uplifting the middle class, the everyday hardworking American people. And this message needs to come across to everyone who's undecided in Nevada right now. Please, President Trump, he delivers his promises, and you know that on his first term. Now we got to bring him back into office on November 5th.
That's right. Amen to that. 6 electoral votes at stake. Lisa Noeth. Well said. I mean, that's just bullseye when it comes to all of the truth, when it comes to winning for President Trump in November. Finally, before I let you go, any advice that you have for people that are super concerned about this fork in the road that we are facing on November 5th?
Okay, we got double header tonight, you motherfuckers. All right, tonight, you motherfuckers. Trump will be speaking in Las Vegas too. All right, let's see what he got right now. I hope he go hot right here. I hope he go hot.
2020 right now, when it happened, there were many. I actually spoke to another volunteer last week that one of the houses, they found over 200 ballots and trying to repair the vote. And this is a matter of, there's so many ways: be a poll watcher, be an election worker, anything you could do. Talk to your friends and family. Make sure that if you're gonna vote with your ballots, like, turn it in.
Yep. Subscribe to my other channel. It's called Mac Mean TSTV. Tomorrow I'm doing an interview with one Wax AP.
And make sure that if there's any issues with your ballot,
6 p.m.
let's cure the ballots as well. Right now, we cannot. There's so much at stake with our country right now, especially the great state of Nevada. If we win Nevada, we win the election. That's 6 electoral votes. It's time that talk to your family. Let your message resonate of how much you love your country. You love President Trump. You love his policies. It's up to us. It's up to us to come together to vote. It's time to make America great again.
Damn. So y'all saying Nevada has 60 electoral votes? Let me go check that out.
For all the swing states.
Lisa Noeth, thank you so much for joining us here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.
Is from Nevada as well, or at least lives there now, and she will be excited to see, of course, President Trump later today as we await the 45th, the 46th, and hopefully the 47th president, Donald Trump, take to the stage there or the podium in Los Angeles to share with the American people and the press in LA the items that he wants to bring up today. And we saw from Carolyn Levitt earlier a post that we brought up on the screen that this is something that you don't want to miss, basically, this press conference. So we'll see what announcements or questions are asked here at this.
All right. So this link that I'm putting out here for y'all in the chat is my other channel. All right. Go over there and subscribe over there, man. This is where we handle the dirt. and the sector stuff. Also some good stuff over there too. You might catch a gardening video with me over there.
That Dallas, Texas police,
or maybe not,
investigating crimes linked to the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, and people saying, of course, a dangerous gang there. That's the same violent gang from Venezuela that we've seen in Colorado at that apartment complex, going door to door, just cleaning out the apartment complex and kind of being installed and living there, where people are paying their rent and they're American citizens. I believe most of them at that apartment complex. I don't know specifically, but at the end of the day, those are people that are living there, being overrun by an actual gang that are armed. So now Dallas is investigating the same thing. That, according to Fox and Team Trump, posted that just recently. So a lot going on there with that southern border, and a lot of terrible things happening. As you guys know, President Trump talked about back in the day, right, during the 2020 election, he talked about gas prices. He said if Biden is president,
go ahead and press the like button, double tap the screen, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where it's at.
Well, that's exactly what happened. And then we hear President Trump at all of the events since 2020, even all the way up till just recently. He's spoken about all of the crime and all of the migrant invasion and all of the fentanyl and the terrible things happening across this country. Well, we heard him talk about that, and we really didn't see it right away. But he predicted it. He predicted the same thing with the gas prices. He saw what was going to happen. He said the same thing about the southern border, and now we are literally seeing it start to happen, just like the gas prices. Just like he said, they're going to be $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 a gallon, depending on where you're at. It happened.
Right.
Unfortunately, this is the same thing happening when it comes to the crime, the fentanyl, the gang-related activity from other countries too. So we're getting a peak or a spike in crime. Now,
his wife is definitely cheating on him. Salute to him, man. Bless his heart.
Post there that they're investigating crimes linked to the same Venezuelan group that was going through door to door in Aurora, Colorado. If there's ever a time that we need a law and order, we the people president, it is.
Said that the government secretly slipped $1 million into liberals' bank accounts for them to vote for Calamity Harris. Oh, with the K, that's vicious. Because how else in anybody's sober mind could they ever think she's a good candidate? Or we could talk about those ghost sponsors, those $100,000 $5 so-called donations. Also, the dead people.
Maganomics, obviously, Maganomics way better, but it's still always good to have gold, silver, and precious metals. So you get this free coin by purchasing a product through Birch Gold Group. Text Trump to 989898. There's a lot of talk out there about momentum. Well, we know President Trump has got the momentum, and so do we, the people. And we've had it since 2016. The momentum of the Trump train has not slowed down one bit.
Well, Hemi, you got to understand that Trump could use the same argument. I just had to clean up what Obama and the rest of these fools.
The tracks are secure. The tracks are moving forward. And
part of the job description, to clean up the other person's mess. Salute.
We are continuing on, and the momentum is with we the people. The momentum is with the free world, and the momentum is with President Donald J. Trump. So we'll hear what he has to say momentarily in Los Angeles.
Okay, man, we've been nice enough. Hey, anything with the blue, do your thing, man. I'm not gonna wrestle with these people in the chat. I'm gonna just listen to the content. Do as you please.
The press conference slated for 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. Obviously, it's a little bit later than that, but we know President Trump will be showing up there at that podium. Director, if we can ask our camera operator to just kind of widen out and show us a little bit of the ocean or maybe the golf course there, just kind of give us a better vantage point of the area just by maybe a wider shot, that'd be great. Because it is a gorgeous area there. I know it's kind of foggy, so you can't see, but that is the ocean right there, the Pacific Ocean. A gorgeous area in LA. for the Trump National Golf Club in SoCal there in Los Angeles, as we await President Trump to take to that microphone right there. Carolyn Levitt saying, this is something that you don't want to miss. So we will see what President Trump has to say in Los Angeles today, out there on this West Coast tour, where he was in Arizona just yesterday, California today, and then Nevada later today as well, finishing up 3 states in 2 days, a total of 71 electoral votes between the 3 states at stake coming up for this election. So a very busy week next week as well. So you saw that interview there with Lisa Noeth and also with Lee Smith earlier today, a New York Times bestseller. We got to speak with him, which was great because he's someone that's on point. He's got his finger on the pulse of what's happening in this country, as does President Trump and many others that are with him throughout the country. And a lot of the people that speak in these
Man, I forgot to ask y'all. If y'all on that Trump train, type 1 in the chat, man. We have a lot of ops in here, man. They don't want to see Trump win. They got so many conspiracies. They act like they didn't shoot my boy after they shot him, But you seen what they did to the dude that shot him, right? They sent him right up to Black Jesus. You feel me? Like that. Now he's on the roof dancing with Big Boy.
I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof.
That roof thinking shit was
I
sweet.
ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof.
Did God's work to that young man. Oh yeah. They sent him right up to Black Jesus. You feel me? And then they said that it was fake. They didn't try to shoot him.
Nigga, you gay.
Did you miss me though? For real?
Yeah, we partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't.
One more. Putting cases on all
Oh,
you
you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay.
Hey, motherfucker. Shit. Oh. All right. Let's get back to it.
Incredible. So let me get this straight. You used to be a black man.
Correct.
And by simply voting for Donald Trump, you became white?
Yes. I remember going to vote. I bubbled in my choice for Donald Trump, and all of a sudden, Joe Biden was right. I wasn't black anymore.
They called me Uncle Tom. Salute to me. Biggest Uncle Tom on YouTube. You heard? Saving you niggas. Bringing you motherfuckers crab meat, steak, and all that through the back door. Because that's what Uncle Tom was doing. They say Uncle Tom was the hero in the story. Yeah. I'm going to go down as a hero, man. I'm saving you from your own self. I'm telling you, take your hand off the stove, man. If you want Danny to turn to Danielle, type 1. If you want your little Danny, see, it's all funny until it hit home. You know what I mean? Until it's your fucking child coming back talking about, my name is Daniela. And the school didn't tell you shit, because guess what? It's against the law for you to inform the fucking parents. Matter of fact, you will go to jail if you tell the parents, and the parents will go to jail if they tell their kid, you're not Daniela, you're Daniel. All right? You're not Danielle, bro. Where all the fathers at? All right, let me put this back on, man. Where all the fathers at? Kamala. Fake black woman. Why does it matter that, why we paying attention to her race? Probably because she was paying attention to our race first. Wasn't Joe Biden behind that stop and frisk? She hung more niggas than the KKK.
This one, of course, is the Los Angeles press conference stream, pushing 2 hours.
Word, high voltage. Bye, Daniela. Might as well go get you a fucking job, you know what I'm saying, and a new SSN number. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I agree on abortion. I hope that don't sound harsh to none of you fools. will keep violent criminals off the street. I was once upon a time a very violent criminal, man. Heard a few niggas got 20 years, New York. That's why I know a bitch when you know what I'm saying? When I see one. You know, and a lot of these rappers is bitches. They spitting that demonic shit. You know what I mean? It's not even fun no more. Every time I turn the radio on, and I got my son with me sometimes, just going from station to station, and just like, you motherfuckers are demonic. And this is what they pumping. This demonic music by these fake ass thugs. Niggas is talking about hit them up, they killing shit and all that, and then they doing this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Meat Mill out there talking about Rags, the richest stories, how he was selling crack and shooting niggas in the hood. Well, you know what? You should have had your gun when Diddy put you in that cage. Yeah, a lot of people left up out of here. You know, because I'm digging at the core, you motherfuckers. Yeah, it's all cute when you turn 18. All right? But you send your son to school with a fucking Pele and some Timberlands on. He come home looking like this. Or better yet, talking about he's in a rap video now. He's a fucking gang. Listen, man, y'all better knock it off. And this is what they pumping, rappers. Got Megan Thee Stallion. Every radio station I go to, I don't give a fuck if it's a woman. Bitch is talking about her butthole is brown. You know, and this is my face. And God forbid my son sing that shit. I gotta, listen, no Meek Mill. All right? Because surely, he could have used one of them guns that he had in his fucking rap videos, you know what I mean? And use this to protect himself when the man put him in this cage without no lock on it. Let me tell you something. Even a dog would have got out this cage. A dog would have pushed this gate open. This man ain't had to do nothing. And get a load of this. He went in their ass first. It's that Democrat shit, man. I ain't with it, man. And I ain't going. All right? If you ain't going, type 1 if you're on that Trump train. Spam the chat with ones like this. Look, let me show you all what y'all can do with my chat right now. All right? Spam this motherfucking chat. If you ain't going. If you ain't going, make it look like that in the chat. I ain't going. You're fired. Okay? Fuck that. I want to keep my son a son. All right? My daughter come home with a fake beard on her face. You know what I'm saying? Putting hands on somebody. All right? It's going to get like that. And I don't believe in abuse of children and shit like that. But I could definitely tell you, I'll be balling my fists up on my daughter's son. Yeah, my daughter's son will get it. The business end of my fist.
People that are also on the right side of history here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. So this is...
Go ahead and spam that chat, man. Let all your hatred out for... Let them see your disapproval in the fucking chat. Spam that bitch with ones. You could be a Democrat and spam the chat with ones, because do you want Danielle to turn to Danny? No, you don't. And if they are getting some inclination that this motherfucker's changing his clothes on the roof before he goes to school, I would want to get a phone call. I would say that's negligence that the school didn't call you.
Well, Right Side Broadcasting Network did. And here we are today in 2024.
And I think that, honestly, this is my opinion, something has to be, you know what I mean? Something ain't.
And
I don't give a fuck how left you are, how liberal you are. If your son goes to school and comes back with his dick in his book bag, wouldn't
you? But instead, common sense, freedom,
Lord have mercy,
our country, land of the free, home of the brave, land of the free. So we are here for you.
In his book bag, next to the pencils. Sitting down to piss next to you. Oh no. Hell no. Something going wrong.
Because if you take someone's speech, if you shut down freedom of the press, if you shut down freedom of speech, then...
I like that. Black Lives Matter. Ooh, baby.
Everyone may think...
Coming in hot.
It's a certain way. The fake news can just say...
Jay Rico, salute my brother.
Oh, everything's good. Just keep doing this, keep doing that, and they'll keep brainwashing, right? So to have a voice, like many of you may have...
Trump's common sense agenda. Say it louder for the people in the back, Steph. Say it louder for the people in the back. It's just that simple. You could have named Trump Cup. Hey, if the fucking Cup is representing the issues, I'm with Cup. Fuck Trump, right? But fortunately for us, the Cup is not making decisions for us. We want Trump to make the decisions for this country. You want to know why? Because he got $6.5 million. $1 billion. He already rich. I don't see no agenda. The common sense approach for the common sense man woman.
Is faced. It's not just because of Donald Trump. It's not just because he is a successful businessman. It's not because he is an entertainer. It's not because he's charismatic. It's not because he did great as a real estate mogul.
This is live. He's got to be reading my fucking mind, right?
Of this country. And
go back a little bit because he got to be saying some real smart shit real quick. Must have been listening to Mac Me. True story.
All of the lawfare that's happening and all of the attacks that he has faced, it's not just because of Donald Trump. It's not just because he is
King Infamous says, listen, brainwashed is the key. You're given to, if you're going to vote, make a decision for yourself as a man and as a woman.
Successful businessman. It's not because
he
is an entertainer. It's not because he's charismatic. It's not because he did great as a real estate mogul. It's not literally are watching right now. We're all in this together as we move forward. So when we hear that press conference today with President Trump, we know that's somebody that literally has put his life on the line and is continuing to do that in the face of all the lawfare. Just remember, all of the lawfare that's happening and all of the attacks that he has faced, it's not just because of Donald Trump. It's not just because he is a success.
I also agree, man. If you ain't out here voting, man, you know, there's no reason to even be over here having this conversation if you're not going to vote at all.
So businessman, it's not because
that is just antagonizing. You know what I'm saying? You should be making the fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich somewhere.
It's because he's standing for the freedom of this country and is representing we the people. So that's why they're throwing all that hate towards Donald Trump. They don't want that leader. They don't want that leader. But guess who does? We, the people, want President Trump. So, and I want President Trump to show up here at this podium. And I know he will on his time when he is ready and when he is there. It's going to be a great press conference today on Right Side Broadcasting Network. We'll see what he has to say. We don't know what the presser is going to be about today. Remember, recently, as I mentioned earlier, at Trump Tower, it was about refuting all of the lawfare.
Allegedly wearing men's underwear with the dick holes in the front of them with some construction terms on. That's wild. That's just crazy. See, it's out of pocket, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If I tell you don't think about an elephant with a pink dress on, what the fuck you gonna think about? I'm digressing again. Let me go.
Are coming against him. So what will today's press conference be? We don't know. We'll be watching here with you. We do know that it takes a few dollars to travel the country and bring you all this live footage. So if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to chip in at all, it's RSBN to 801-801. So text RSBN to 801-801. It'll take you to a page that if you'd like to donate a few dollars, great. If one of you out there has a few extra.
Charlemagne got his nose up in everybody's business, acting like he ain't grape a woman and speak about it and talk about it and brag about it and talk about how he drugged her up and all that, right? You act like y'all ain't see Charlemagne out here. You know what I'm saying? Performing. Yeah, Charlemagne got accused and convicted, you know what I'm saying, of doing the unspeakable. Said he got her drugged up. Said, man, you remember that Spanish fly? Nigga, that Spanish fly didn't exist. What you gave that girl? Remember when you was young, you hear Spanish fly, you think you go to the store, go get you a little fly, make the bitch eat it. No, this is something that they concocted and put in the bitch drink. And I wonder what the Spanish fly did to them. Slipping girls and Mickey. Yeah, this is what Charlemagne was into. You talking hot about my man Trump. Him and D.L. Hewley. Sellouts. Fucking sellouts. But not Mac Me, a brand you can trust. That's me and Sherry Shepherd right there. Yeah, I used to handle her. I used to handle Sherry a lot for 2 years. For 2 years, I handled her. Right, and great woman. I was her handler on the show. Now, skullduggery. All right, let's see what's going on. My bad, man. I know I got a lot going on the show.
If you can. Here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. It is 12:51 on the East Coast, 9:51 on the West Coast. You saw that video earlier. President Trump in a motorcade on the way to Los Angeles. Obviously, when you look at Los Angeles, you think, well, it's supposed to be blue skies and beautiful. Well, as you guys know, too, it's a little cloudy, a little foggy in the morning there, but that cloud will be able to hopefully clear out and there'll be some sunny skies. Let's go to yesterday's soundbite with President Trump. He was talking about no tax on overtime tips. No tax on overtime tips. Take a listen.
I'm also announcing that as part of our additional tax cuts, we will end all taxes on overtime. You know what that means? Think of that.
Man, you know how much money you gonna be making? Motherfuckers gonna be working hard for that overtime. Especially if you're getting 20% taken out of it. Imagine that. $1,000, you make that little 1,000, they take 200. Nah, you get that whole 1,000. Wow. The working man understand what this is. You regular bum ass motherfuckers in rat infested projects don't understand this. Especially you niggas that want to keep the projects open. I feel sorry for you, mother.
Think of that. That gives people more of an incentive to work.
Hell yeah, niggas gonna be breaking their back at work, though.
It gives the companies it's a lot easier to get the people. And, you know, I went to some economists, great ones, and I said, what do you think? They said it would be...
And the companies don't care because it don't come out their pocket. You know what I'm saying? It don't come out their pocket. Oh, the government taxing you? Fuck you. They taxing us too. If they tax you less and give you incentives to come to work, and now we could guarantee you come to work, especially if we giving y'all stimulus checks, booyah, country right back up.
Unbelievable. You'll get a whole new workforce by doing the no taxes on overtime. The people who work overtime are among the hardest working citizens in our country. And for too long, no one in Washington has been looking.
Well, speaking of working for yourself, King Infamous, that's one of the things that we promote. That's the biggest thing we promote. Take advantage of the SBA, Small Business Administration. They're giving money out, especially if you're in the hood.
Looking out for them. Those are the people that really work. They're police officers.
That's what I'm saying, but people want to fight for the projects.
Nurses.
People want to fight for welfare. Give us more. $200 is not enough. Of course it's not, nigga. Not the way I eat. You feel me? Y'all know how much a Wagyu steak costs? If I go up in there and I go through my garbage right now, and I go pull out one of these packages, you know what I'm saying, and show you how much I paid for a 0.6 ounce Wagyu steak, right? You motherfuckers, $200? Of course, that's why you would be fighting to raise that. Who the fuck wants welfare? Who the fuck wants food stamps, man? Fuck your food stamps and all that. Yeah. For overtime. Overtime is good for people that's working. Blue collar people, and they say that Trump is against the unions and all that, and the union workers and, you know, the blue collar man, essentially. Nah, man, wasn't no blue collar work at the airport when I was there. When Trump was in office, everybody was eating. Man, I used to go to work. I used to go to the airport in Kentucky, right? Fuel these planes and shit, you know what I'm saying, at the airport. Before I start fueling, my man, we out there grilling, eating barbecues and all type of shit. You feel me? All union workers, super duper happy, bro. You feel me? Even with the taxes being taken out of your overtime, nigga, we was bringing bags back. And everybody started at a higher rate. You want to know why? Because them stimulus checks, let's keep it real, was getting niggas lazy. I wish y'all would have went and invested that money. You know, 5 of y'all come together with your bum ass stimulus check. Boom. Now you got a little building or something. A lot of women jumped on the opportunity during COVID. Women in California, New York, and Atlanta. got together, built shit, and now they're getting residual income. But the rest of you bum ass motherfuckers, you know what y'all did? Y'all bought those belts with the 2 O's. I don't even know what that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Gucci belts and shit for $2,000. I went in the Gucci store and I seen the fucking belt for like $1,200. And my man bought it like nothing. Then bought me a $3,000 shirt like nothing. I was like, you know what I mean? And this nigga, the same nigga. Well, you know what? This nigga in particular invested off the hook. When I was trading stocks and crypto and people were like, oh, that shit is nothing. I was spending so much fucking money, I didn't know what to do with it. I was losing friends every day. They couldn't keep up. Couldn't keep up. Especially when you giving them a tip and you telling them, yo, listen. But when the country is doing good, what are niggas doing? Chilling. That's what y'all was doing during COVID, bro. In Ohio, we had a field day. Club Shell was on fire. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. You on that Trump train? Put a middle finger up. I don't know if they got those type of emojis, but yeah, that's to the other guy. All right? Salute to everybody that's here with me.
Factory workers, construction workers, truck drivers, and machine operators. It's time for the working man and woman to finally catch a break, and that's what we're doing because this is a good one. And I think it's going to be great for the country.
When you say, was you eating good when Trump was here? And they look bewildered. They're like, nah, I'm doing good. Nigga, you ain't doing good right now. Cash App, $ Mac Mean if you're doing good. Okay? But most of you niggas is not doing good. I gave away so much fucking money over here. All right? Y'all was eating good. Now you motherfuckers can't buy a can of beans. Real talk. You used to have steak and lobster. Now you got Franks and beans. A loaf of bread. Hey, how much is a gallon of milk in New York? Matter of fact, say your city and how much is milk. Because not everybody got a car. But a lot of people buy milk. How much is a gallon of milk in your city? Say the city, gallon of milk. In my city, a gallon of milk is like $3.19. I'm in Cincinnati. All right? In New York, I heard they paying like $6 for a gallon of milk, Playboy. Okay, $6 for a gallon of milk. Boom. That's 6% of your budget out of $100. Let's say if your budget for the week was $100. Nigga, I went to the supermarket last week and spent like $300, and that shit is gone right now. It's gone. I think we got some Kool-Aid left for this motherfucker. So many of y'all have not had a full tank of gas in years. Keep it real. Keep it real. For the people with vehicles, is you skirting, nigga, or is you at the fucking gas station with your gun out thinking about life? Is you in the supermarket thinking, damn, I didn't eat Kroger brand, nothing. That's the reality. The reality is that life is different, nigga. Point blank, period. And everybody's looking for a way out. Everybody. Under the Biden administration, that's what y'all got. All of y'all been struggling out here. You can't rub two pennies together. And then when somebody say, was you living better than Trump? You so caught up in your emotions with your man panties with the dick. Man panties with the dick holes in it. Yeah. Get your panties out your butt. You know what I'm saying? Crips and Bloods, unite. Stop banging. Forget that. And it ain't even Crips and Bloods banging on each other. It's the Crips and banging on the Crips. They used to call that shit set tripping back in the days. Listen, stop set tripping. Stop taking selfies. You know what I mean? And pay attention to what the fuck was going on. Pay attention to what's going on. All these different people coming up in here, they talking about these motherfuckers eating ducks and cats and all that. Ain't nothing fake about that. It is what it is. This might be shocking to you, but it ain't shocking to the people next door to this shit. They got to see this. Like me. I catch one of you motherfuckers eating a duck or especially a cat because I love cats. They call me Mr. Meow around here, man. Catch you abusing the cat, putting the cat in your mouth with no seasoning on it, no duck sauce, none of that shit. It's up. I promise.
So that's why we will be saying that if you're an overtime worker when you're past 40 hours a week, think of that. Your overtime hours will be tax-free. Okay, good. You're going to have it too.
Only a degenerate can't understand the good look in that. Come on, man. It's a very good look. All right. My boy about to come on stage. Turn this shit down because I'm pretty sure Strike is yonder playing that music. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're on that Trump train, type 1. Yeah. I'm talking about white chocolate, aka the white 50 Cent. You feel me? Get hit and keep on ticking. Take a lick and keep on ticking. All right? And by the way, stop calling my boy a criminal. For real, for real. If I get out here and get active, put the hands of God on one of y'all. Talking crazy out here, man. Know you out of bounds. Know you out of bounds. All right? Now, again, Crips, Bloods, whatever y'all call yourself out here, man. I think y'all need to fucking check your email. Check your email, man. They let them run around crazy, do whatever the fuck they want to do, man. Y'all might as well band up, man. You nerd. Get the lights up. Yeah, it give me that Uptown Saturday Night vibes when Trump come out. You know what I'm saying? I think he even might dance. I think he might dance jumping up on stage, man. I'd rather see Trump dance than see Megan Thee Stallion twerk her ass. Bitch is nasty. All that fake shit on their body, twerking. You know what I mean? Just twerking. Like she been practicing that shit since she was 11. God bless her soul. She went and count that motherfucking money up. Kamala gave her 400 bandos. 400 bandos. She do one more, she a millionaire. All right, let me get some music up in here while my man coming. New people scratching their head like, what the fuck did I just bump into? Like, what is this? I tell you what, and I tell you what you get jumped into. I'm winning, bitch, that's a trophy vibe. I'm bending shit, you better go with high. Spin this bitch like my homie. All right. I had to check the systems. All right, let's change this background. Bow. Let's put it in the fire. All right, back on fire. All right, let me change this up here. Double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right. Hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at, man. We waiting for Trump to pop out on stage. Somebody asked for a link. I ain't giving no links up, man. Go take a drive by through the chat and see what y'all talking about in this chat. Free Tory, take Megan. It's a fact. Caddy, to those watching, you know who you are. You have a choice to make. You can stand up and do what you know to be right, or you can suffer the consequences of your previous actions. And hopefully that those type of actions won't lead us into a fucking war. Because trust me, most people not prepared, man. Especially if you ain't no doomsday prepper, you ain't got no property, you in the city, you're fucked. If you're in the city and shit jump off and shit hit the fan, you're fucked. We seen what happened with Sandy. Man, I was going to Connecticut to get gas. I was driving 40 minutes, an hour away to go get gas because there was no gas in the whole entire city. Dudes was wilding out. Blackouts, breaking windows and shit. Yo, it get crazy, man. Supermarkets can't get no food. It's crazy, man. Especially, imagine a war in this country. We're on the brink of civil war, World War III, all that shit, man. It's a fucking hell of a time, man. We don't need nothing taking this shit into a whole different lane. No matter what y'all say, the fear mongering, y'all saying, oh, if Trump take over, the world is over, shit like that. Y'all said that before. And he went and sat down with everybody and made everybody take a fucking chill pill. That's amazing work. You ain't got to like a person to understand that this is the truth. All right? The truth that's backed by facts. And guess what? The good thing about this truth, it doesn't need any scientists to prove it. Just look at the facts, man. Alright. Macho man. Ain't that them gay niggas that sing this shit? What's them dude's name? The Zoo People? You know, the Indian, it was like an Indian, it was a construction worker, it was a black dude with a bikini on. Macho man. Yeah. For the macho man. Macho man. I love that song, bro. Them niggas was called the Zookeepers or the Zoo People, some shit like that. Macho. What was the name of that group that sang that shit? They had the Indian, they had the businessman, they had the chief. No, the Indian chief. They had the construction worker. They had the black dude with the bikini. What's their name again? Macho man. Yeah, get into it. The Macho Man. That's the name of the zesty dudes. Oh no. The Village People. You're right. Macho man. I wonder why he chose that song. That's the one thing I disagree with Trump. The Village People. Man, you ever heard Lord of the Flies? Macho man. Yeah, said the macho man. The macho man. I don't know why they said they was gay for. What's that other song they sing? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Ah, shit. Where's King Troll when you need him? I need that blinker, so y'all, the Men in Black blinker. So y'all can unsee what I just showed y'all. Don't look like it's gonna happen though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we still waiting for Trump to hit the stage. Okay. Hopefully they're not playing Macho Man.
About that real quick. All you have to do is go to rsbnetwork.com/newsletter. So actually in your email inbox, you'll be able to get great information from Right Side Broadcasting Network, whether it's about a rally, an event, or
subscribe to Right Side Broadcasting, man, because I don't really miss what they do, except for when they do that shit on Sunday, because they are a Christian network, I think, and they do a lot of the Lord's work on Sunday. They get no views for that. Salute to them, though. They get millions for talking about Trump. Why is it like that, man? I could come out here and tell you motherfuckers some real slick shit that, to live your life in a real peaceful and no, I can't. But I could give you some good stuff, like useful stuff. But it seems like unless I'm out here doing God's work and sometimes the devil's work, that I can't, I just.
I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy.
YMCA, I got you turning to your YMCA. You know that's a no, that's the wrong word. That's the wrong song. Wait. Macho man. Yeah.
Nigga, you gay.
are taking over. So thanks to our COO here at Right Side Broadcasting Network, passing that message along to me. I know we've seen that on Truth Social recently, but that is some serious criminal stats that we just saw there, crime stats that we know through law and order and through a closed southern border and through making America secure once again, making America safe once again, would cut down on all of these problems. I mean, think about, the amount of problems that we're facing in this country, as you guys know, from the crime to the...
Truth Ladies. Law comes in at 134 around here.
The drug cartel situation to the...
All the Muslims in the chat, Assalamu alaikum. Take a break, go ahead and go give it up for Allah. I'll do that at 11:34. Excuse me, 134.
They might say they love the Constitution. They might say we the people, but actions speak way louder than words. And we know what happened in Minnesota. For those of you guys that are watching from Minnesota today, we know that Walz, the lovely governor up there, had a snitch line for those that weren't following COVID-19 protocol.
Word. But we do have the big animal house up in here. We got Wax Dog. Let me go throw y'all wrenches on. I had to reset the wrenches yesterday, Wax Dog. I don't know if you was around, but we had an op. I'll tell you what it was later. Basically, changing their name around, acting like they was somebody else, blocking mad people, blocked the whole team, everybody, all my peoples is blocked, along with like 400 or 500 other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I had to clean it up real quick.
Any of that. What they want to do is, obviously, as you guys know, they just want to drive their radical left, terrible agenda right down to this country, destroy what this country was founded on, destroy the morality of this country, destroy the Judeo-Christian principles, rip and shred our beautiful document, the Constitution of the United States, and in some ways destroy our flag, right? I mean, there's so many things that they want to do to this country. They want to just tear it down. So what we're looking to do here is...
Let's get the likes to 200.
Pray and work hard.
Double tap the screen or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots.
And to make America great again. As we await President Trump.
Not the 3 dots. No.
14 Eastern. That is 10:14 on the east or on the West Coast. And then President Trump will head to Las Vegas for a rally later today. So you and I are waiting here.
Yeah, well, at 10 o'clock tonight, he'll be up in Vegas.
And, staying with us for quite some time. Those of you that have stuck with us, thank you so much. But we're waiting for President Trump there. So many things ahead for our country, either really good things or really bad things. It literally comes down to that, guys. It's common sense, as you guys know. And that's what President Trump talks about. It's this common sense leadership that he would provide for us. So obviously hoping to see that come to pass 53 days from now, so we can stop talking about all of this stuff. I don't want to have to talk about migrant crime. I don't want to have to talk about constitutional freedoms being possibly taken. I don't want to talk about the negative things that are happening to our country. I'd rather talk about how we have peace through strength. I'd rather talk about how the economy is doing well. I'd rather talk about the pride that is restored to our country for the red, white, and blue. I'd rather talk about how other countries are seeing freedom around the world thanks to the leader of the free world and the leading nation of the free world, this US of A. I'd rather talk about that. You know, a lot of times on the left, they always want to cover those negative stories and bring up all this hate and I get sometimes we get upset over here on the right too, but at the end of the day, like President Trump said, he is angry. Why wouldn't he be? The lawfare and all of the attacks, personal attacks, and all of the situations he's dealt with J13 and trying to and spying on his campaign, stealing an election, all these kind of things that he's taken on. So we know why he's upset, and obviously has the right to be upset. He's standing there for us, the people. This isn't just against President Trump. When there's all these things that are happening, it's not only to President Trump, it is to every one of us Americans that believe in this Constitution and believe in the Bible. And if you don't believe in the Bible, that's obviously, we might have different opinions. It's part of America. But the point is, we have to still win an election, right? And we have to have freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion. Director, if you can share with me again on which sponsor we should go to right now. All right, let's go to the wellness company. The wellness company, makecaregreatagain.com. Ivermectin, hydrochloroquine, amoxicillin, a Z-Pack, all of these great prescriptions in these medical emergency kits and contagion emergency kits. Very cool stuff right here. Always good to have this, whether it's at your workplace or at your house, in the car, to knock out bacteria and viruses that might be trying to sneak up on you. Ivermectin, hydrochloroquine, Z-Pack, amoxicillin, makecaregreatagain.com. There's other medications as well, but the point is, there's nothing in these actual ones here because I didn't fill out a form with makecaregreatagain.com. They sent us what the kits look like, but the point is, what you'll get is, if you get one or maybe both or maybe a number of them, you'll get this shipped to your house. You'll fill out a medical form at makecaregreatagain.com, and then you'll get the right medications that line up with what you're able to get. And you'll be talking with medical professionals in order to get the correct prescriptions for you. So use that promo code RSBN for 15% off. That's the Wellness Company. Great kits right there that can be sent to your house right away as soon as you order. Press conference starting at any moment, as you guys see there, and as we await President Trump to take to that podium there in Los Angeles. Hopefully the clouds clear up there and show how beautiful that spot is right there. Again, if you're just joining us, if you actually look on DuckDuckGo and you just type in the search engine, type in Trump National Golf Club, Los Angeles, and click on images, you're going to see some beautiful scenery there in LA, a beautiful golf course, beautiful building, and then right there, that fog that you see out there, that's actually the Pacific Ocean. So it's a beautiful backdrop in Los Angeles as President Trump, again, wrapping up a three-state, 2-day tour on the West Coast, heading to Las Vegas next. So first there at that press conference, and then, of course, to Las Vegas after that. Director, if we could pull up that Carolyn Levitt post. I think she posted on X or maybe Truth Social about what she was saying about the upcoming press conference. So happening soon, Carolyn Levitt, of course, with the Trump campaign. President Trump hosting a press conference in Kamala's home state of California. You won't want to miss this, exclamation point. So that is this press conference you're about to see right here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. It's 1:19 p.m. here on Friday, September 13th, 2024. A very tough week as well, of course, with September 11th, President Trump visiting the friends and family of loved ones that were lost on 9/11 in Lower Manhattan just the other day for that ceremony. He was there. And then, of course, over to that FDNY fire station. We had that live coverage here as he was paying his respects to the people that lost their lives on that day. 2,977 people. Then President Trump went west about 300 miles to Shanksville, Pennsylvania, where Flight 93 went down. 44 people died in that plane crash some 23 years ago, September 11th, 23 years ago from Wednesday. So, going forward, we're looking for peace, strength, security, prosperity, freedom in this country. So we'll hear soon what President Trump has to say on this Friday morning.
So yeah, Trump is backstage rolling dice. I'm here eating apple pie and pumpkin pie with milk and a black MAGA hat on. We're still waiting. I'm about to take a quick break.
If will there be another proposal shared? Yesterday's he had proposed no tax on overtime. That was something brand new yesterday in Tucson, Arizona. So no tax on overtime, and then no.
My boy here is boring. His wife is definitely cheating on him. You know what I'm saying? Bless his heart, though.
When it comes to business and having people that work hard, earn their money, not to have those taxed would be obviously wonderful. I've worked in the service industry myself. I've bussed tables before. I've worked in delivery jobs before. And whenever you get a tip, you don't want to have that taxed. Or if you're working overtime, how great would that be not to be taxed for that overtime pay? Quite awesome stuff. So again, to those of you out there that are looking for work, keep on keeping on. Let's you got to pray hard, work hard, and it'll come together. Don't lose hope. And that's one thing that I like about April 4th, 2023, President Trump, that first day that he received some of the lawfare counts against him, the indictment that came down, he said to never lose hope. Even though it's a dark day in America, never lose hope. And that's what we're not going to ever lose as Americans, regardless. We're not going to lose our hope. We're not going to lose our faith. We're going to keep it on, and work hard and see President Trump get back in the White House. And outside of that, still be strong as ever, because that's what you have to do, right? You know, unless someone is a sheeple and they just follow whatever else is going on, that's not really what we're called to do here in this country and around the world for the freedom, the people that love freedom. It takes courage to do what we're doing here. And it takes a lot of courage when you see Las Vegas later today with Bobby McNeely and Megan Kohler live outside of Las Vegas. That coverage starts now within an hour and a half at 3 o'clock Eastern. You're going to see so many people that are out there in line, some of them waiting since yesterday. Literally, I remember in Johnstown, PA, with Titus Ellis Smith, I talked to 4 people that were at the front of the line. They waited since the night before. You know, of course, they want to see President Trump. It's exciting to see President Trump, but this is also about the inspiration and motivation and momentum for our country, as well as there's President Trump right now. Let's go there live in Los Angeles.
I'd like to introduce the mayor of Rancho Palos Verdes, who's been a very popular mayor. He's done a fantastic job. And he's really something very special. John Cruikshank, and he'll say a few words about 2 miles up the road. They're having some problems with slides into a thing called the Pacific Ocean. And a lot of people would like to hear about it and what the mayor's doing to get it remedied, and he'll take care of it. So, John, please.
Well, I was only expecting to come speak with the president today, and he's gracious enough to invite me to speak to you all, which is an important moment for the city of Rancho Palos Verdes. In 2002, the Trump golf course opened up here, and they've been a great business here in our community. As the president mentioned, our city has been having a lot of issues with a landslide that's less than a mile from here. We have about 600 homes, several thousand residents that have been affected. They've lost power, gas, and it's been moving at an unprecedented rate for the last couple of years because of the rain. We believe we can solve the problem, but we really need the assistance of the state of California and the federal government. We have solutions out there for that, but the problem is bigger than the city of Rancho Palos Verdes, and so it's important that we get the attention and the help of the people of California and of the federal government. So I'm here to thank the president of having me here today. Obviously, I'm a tiny bit nervous. This is a very big deal. Thank you. So anyhow, we very much appreciate.
Anyway, they don't call me Mr. Meow for no reason. My cat is here trying to jack the milk that I just got. No freaky. Okay. Electoral college votes. Biggest state, California, 55 votes. Texas, 40. Florida, 30. New York, 28. Illinois, 19. Pennsylvania, 19. Ohio, 17. Georgia, 16. North Carolina, 16. Michigan, 16. 15. New Jersey, 14. Virginia, 13. So forth and so on.
I have a little bit of a motto, but we never have to advertise because it's always loaded up with golfers, very good golfers. It's a world championship course. It fronts on the Pacific Ocean, as you can see. Actually fronts, very few courses front on the Pacific Ocean. It's Pebble Beach and there's some others, but I always say I have the ocean, Pebble Beach has the bay. The ocean's better than the bay. And this course is one of the best courses anywhere in the world, and it's done really well, and we've had a lot of fun with it, so it's been great. It's a major property, as you can imagine. We do also lots of weddings and lots of events, and in the ballroom right behind you. And people get married literally on a nightly basis, looking over the Pacific Ocean. So we have something that's very special. We're proud of it. Well, thank you all for being here. Before we begin, I want to express my support for all of the families affected by the landslides in Rancho Palos Verdes. The slides are something can be taken care of this area.
Where's all the Trump worshiping simps at? Right here. Right here. 86,000 seconds worth of it.
Some help from the government, so I hope they get the help, and I'm sure John will have the help. And I want to thank the mayor for the great job he's doing. Tell that to the people, what a great job he's doing. I just met with the mayor and especially want to salute all of the public safety and emergency personnel who are working down the road, as well as the utility workers who are fighting to restore service to local residents. It's another thing when you live along the coast. Sometimes that happens. It's a little bit more difficult, but when they fix it, it's there's nothing like it. There really is nothing like it. I'm here today in California with a very simple message for the American people. We cannot allow Comrade Kamala Harris and the communists left to do to America what they did to California. The state of California is a mess with people leaving, and nothing's going to stop them.
I'll be back, people. Go ahead and enjoy.
The other countries.
Double tap screen, get the likes up. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Kamala, and I want to say Kamala more so. She destroyed San Francisco and she destroyed the state. When you look at the kind of destruction that's taken place, it's all man-made or woman-made destruction too. It's things that should have never happened, but we're not going to let that happen with 4 more years of her in the White House, because if you have what happened to this country as what they allowed to happen in California and San Francisco, one of the great cities of the world 15 years ago, and today it's not in a very good position, put it mildly, in this state, which is probably the best piece of real estate in the world. The state, you have the sunshine, you have the ocean, you have everything, you have the perfect weather, the best weather, and they've hurt it so badly. So badly. Decades ago, San Francisco was known as one of the most beautiful cities anywhere in the world. A friend of mine, a friend of a lot of the people here, Bob Tisch, used to say San Francisco is the best city in the United States, the best city there is. And he passed away a number of years ago, but he wouldn't believe it. He used to always talk about San Francisco as our greatest city. He owned Lowe's, good company, great company. And he would say it constantly, and now you see what's happened. And it can be brought back, just like our country can be brought back, because we're a nation in decline. The decline of this whole state is one of the sad chapters in what's gone on with the radical left lunatics that we have to put up with. As the San Francisco district attorney, Kamala was the godmother of sanctuary cities. She was right out there at the forefront, and also the movement of defunding the police. She was there right at the beginning. She boasted, quote, "We are a sanctuary city and we always will be." Well, they're sanctuary cities of crime. One of the people that Kamala gave sanctuary city to and put in as DA was Edwin Ramos, an illegal alien MS-13 gang member who savagely murdered a father and his 2 sons after mistaking them for members of a rival gang. She knew this, and she came to his defense. He had previously been arrested for robbing a pregnant woman and killing many, they say. Kamala refused to get him out of our country, and he went on to do very significant damage. She also gave sanctuary to illegal alien Ronnie Aguilera, who murdered a 14-year-old boy, nearly decapitating him with a sword. He enjoyed watching this take place with a sword by his hand. Kamala launched her tenure as DA with a San Francisco police group described as a, quote, fire sale for plea deals. They made plea deals. The only one they don't make a plea deal with is Trump They go after their political opponent, especially when they haven't done anything wrong. You saw more charges were dropped yesterday in Atlanta, Georgia. It's all politically inspired. It's all against their political opponent. We won the case in the big case. They said the big case. I've completely won that case. The documents case in Florida. Case was thrown out with deranged Jack Smith, deranged prosecutor, that if he devoted his efforts to violent crime and to the border, which they should have, would be in a lot better position as a country. In one sweetheart deal, Kamala gave only 12 years to a monster known as David Taylor, who got high on crack and murdered a 65-year-old mother with a hammer and a pair of scissors. He wanted to come out, and she wanted to get him out as quickly as possible. In another plea deal, she gave only 6 years to a man who killed a disabled veteran with a knife and then left his body to rot in a bathtub. Kamala refused to seek the death penalty for a gang member who murdered San Francisco police officer Isaac Espinoza during a traffic stop, very innocent traffic stop. She didn't have the decency to call his family, never did, to explain her decision. Why would you do this? Why would you give such leniency to somebody that just killed the police officer, but her son? This was a major reason why the San Francisco Police Officers Association has refused to endorse her in every single race since she became district attorney. The police don't endorse her. She's got virtually no endorsements now, but I have almost every police group in the United States. We just got the endorsement of almost 400,000 police. You saw that the other day. The Fraternal Order. And it's the largest police group in the country. But we have the endorsement of every sheriff, just about every single police group in the United States. And unadulterated, they are so happy to endorse. After Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom took charge of San Francisco, homelessness increased by over 200%. While Comrade Kamala Harris was Attorney General of this state, murders rose significantly. Car thefts went through the roof. Gun assaults rose at levels never seen before. And forcible rape went up by much more than the 73% that they reported. As Attorney General, she defined child sex trafficking, assault with a deadly weapon, and rape of an unconscious person as nonviolent crimes. She put them in a new category as nonviolent. Now, as vice president, she's facilitated the largest wave of sex trafficking and human trafficking in history, the history of our country by far. And in case you don't want to write about it, but you should, because there can be no bigger scandal than this, we have, under this administration, 325,000 migrant children are missing. 325,000. In other words, take your biggest stadium in California and you could fill it up 5 or 6 times. Those are all missing children. Many of them are dead. Many of them are sex slaves and slaves of different nature. But her destruction of the law and order in California did not end there. In 2020, Kamala Harris proudly endorsed defund the police. We're going to defund the police. Anybody that was even in favor of defunding the police for 1 month, let alone her entire career, should never be president of the United States. She supported a plan to cut the LA Police Department by at least $150 million and ideally more. This is when your crime in LA was reaching very significant heights. Today, it's at the highest level it's ever been. Harris also endorsed the Marxist, Soros-backed prosecutor, George Gascon, to be district attorney of Los Angeles. And with Kamala's support, Gascon has unleashed hell upon the residents of Los Angeles, absolute hell. Kamala supported Gascon's decision to stop prosecuting criminals for trespassing, disturbing the peace, making criminal threats, loitering to commit prostitution, and resisting arrest. And these are some of the best areas in your state. They were left alone. They were protected by him, actually protected by him. They've been trying to get him out for a long time, but she helped. And this is where she's coming from as president. This is where she's coming from. This is why all of her policies changed. She was anti-fracking. She was anti-everything. And all of a sudden, she changed. Even the first question she was given at the debate gave one of the dumbest answers. They were asking about pricing and would you be better off today or 4 years ago? Prices have gone up at numbers that nobody's ever seen before. And just the concept of being better off, she didn't give the answer. She talked about when she grew up, nobody knew what the hell she was talking about. And based on the polls, it didn't work because Rasmussen, as you probably saw, just came out and they just lifted me up by 6 points for president, which is one of the biggest increases they've ever had in one little short period of time of a couple of days, up 6 points. And I thought the debate was great. I thought I did very well, but I was fighting three people. I was fighting the crazy left radical lunatics at ABC, I think considered the worst, by me, considered the worst broadcaster out there. George Slobodanopoulos, that whole group, they're bad. And I lost a lot of respect for David Muir. He came at me with things, and we'll go over it in a second, but I was right about the crime stats going way up. The fact is the FBI didn't report them, and we're able to keep the stats essentially flat. But the new numbers came out. I guess somebody in government likes me because the new numbers were just released, and you'll see the kind of numbers that we're talking about went not only up, but up at record levels like nobody's seen before when everything was included. And thanks to Kamala, since 2020, crime and drug overdose deaths here have skyrocketed by 40, 50, and 60%. And murder has reached an all-time high. We don't want this for our country. That's why I'm doing this. I don't like doing this other than I know you all have the nicest view you're going to ever have. But somebody's got to explain this one. There's a radical left, Marxist, communist, fascist. As border czar, she then launched a colossal invasion of California's southern border. Just yesterday, the Wall Street Journal reported that a Venezuelan gang is expanding its deadly reach in the United States. First sentence of the story begins, U.S. law enforcement officials have watched with alarm the spread of a Venezuelan gang known for dismembering people, right? Dismembering people. From Chile to Colombia, they're all over the place. Now they're in our country. They're known as MS-13. They're considered the meanest, toughest gang in the world. In Long Island, not so long ago, two young 16-year-old girls were walking to school, and they carved them up with a knife. They killed both of them. They carved them up with a knife. They didn't want to shoot them. And we got them out. I got them out so fast, and we did a big number. And I wanted to thank ICE while I'm at it, because ICE has been unbelievable. Border Patrol has been unbelievable. And she wants to get rid of ICE. She wants to dismember ICE. She wants to take them out. And if you didn't have ICE, you'd have a problem in this country. ICE would go in. I remember in Long Island with us, they had a gang that was brutal, MS-13 gang. They came out of prisons from different places. And they formed, for whatever reason, Long Island seems to be a place. And I'll never forget the scene of ICE going into a rat's nest, they call them, when you have a lot of them together, rat's nest. And they walked into that nest, and you just saw arms and fists and feet. Everybody was flying. And 3 minutes later, he saw it. 3 minutes later, they walked out with these guys, dragging them out by their feet and throwing them into paddy wagons and bringing them into jails. And then we got them out of the country and moved them back to where they came from, which Obama was unable to do when he was president. Obama was unable to do because the countries wouldn't participate. They wouldn't allow them back. But I called those countries, three of them. Guatemala, take a look. Mexico, too, to a large extent. And I think probably the worst of all, we had four countries. Colombia was rough. We had 4 in South America. But the South America is no longer the problem. We have bigger problems elsewhere. Guatemala, a lot of problems in Guatemala. A lot of bad people coming out. We called. I said, let me speak to the president. I told him, you're not getting any more foreign aid. We got $750 million a year. I said, no more foreign aid. Why? Because you send people over in caravans and you won't take them back, and they're criminals, and we don't want them in this country. And you wouldn't take them back with Obama. They would put planes on the runways, big planes on the runways, so you couldn't land the planes loaded up with prisoners. And I said, that's okay. You can keep doing it. We're not paying you 10 cents. And they called me back 20 minutes later. One of them the next day, 3 countries. And they said we would be honored to take MS-13 back. We like them very much. We're wonderful people. And we got them out by the thousands and thousands. We got them out. And that I attribute to ICE and Border Patrol. They're incredible people. Not only is Comrade Howard, I mean, if you take a look at this, but not only is Comrade Kamala allowing illegal aliens to stampede across our border, but then it was announced about a year ago that they're actually flying them in. Nobody knew that. They were secretly flying in hundreds of thousands of people. Some of the worst murderers and terrorists you've ever seen. They were taking anybody that wanted to come in. And they're flying them in. So when they tell you about their borders a little bit better than it used to be, they only did that for election reasons. Not good, but it's a little bit better. But they don't tell you that the flights are still coming in here, bringing in thousands and thousands of illegal aliens, and they're being dropped into the midsection of our country, because all states are really border states right now. And I'm the border president. I solved it in 2016, probably got elected because of that in 2016. And really,
This is a real biased channel. Let me remind you.
we went from a terrible border to
I wouldn't even argue with them. I'll just start shooting them in the chat.
And then I come in and I look at what's happening now. And the only difference is that the border in 2016 was 1/20th what it is now. We have the worst border in the history of the world. There's never been a border like this. And I want to be the border president. And I hope you call me the border president, because I'm going to show you what a border security job we can do. And we're going to do a job like never has been done before. There's never been a border like this. I believe the real number is 21 million people are here, and many are thugs, criminals. And remember this, if you go to South America and if you go to these countries that have taken their prisoners out of their jails to empty their jails and dumped them into the United States like we're a dumping ground, you're going to see their crime rates have gone down by 50, 60, 70, and 80%. If you look at Caracas, Venezuela, they took their criminals and drug dealers and rapists off the street and they dumped them into the United States of America. Dumping ground, they call it. We're a dumping ground for Venezuela because we have stupid people running our country. And you think Biden's bad? This one's going to be worse than Biden. Over the past,
double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up.
Past 3.5 years.
We'll go to the top right, hit the 3 dots.
Here's Kamala has resettled 500,000 illegal migrants from Haiti into American communities, including over 200,000 who Kamala has illegally flown into the United States by airplane when they couldn't get through the border because the border guards backed up. They were refusing to let them in. They don't want to. They love this country. They're saying, you can't do this to our country. They flew them in right over the top of the border guards, and they're doing it right now. They're doing it right now. In Springfield, Ohio, 20,000 illegal Haitian migrants have descended upon a town of 58,000 people, destroying their way of life. They've destroyed the place. And people don't like to talk about it because even the town doesn't like to talk about it because it sounds so bad for the town. They live there. They're proud. They love the town. For years, it was a great place, safe, nice. Now they have 20,000, and I actually heard today it's...
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm about to get up out of here, man. We're going to be out here tonight. At 10 o'clock, Trump speaks in Las Vegas. I'm not going to be covering that. Tomorrow I got an interview to do on MacMean TS TV. That's my other channel. Go over there and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You see this video later on, get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Should we be defunding the police? You know, does that make sense? I know too many criminals for that shit to make sense. Motherfuckers will be in heaven. You really open up the doors. All right? Subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screen on the way out the door. Mac me. I gotta go.